What is going on, everyone? It is Hidaruga here today with a tutorial, right? Now, this has been the first time I recorded a video of me talking in a long time. I'm trying to, sink my way in here before we start swearing and getting all the nonsense. But a lot of people have been asking me for a tutorial on how I make my animations, but we need to go ahead and go over a few things first. So the first thing is go in the description, and there's going to be timestamps. So if you want to see how I do a specific tip or trick, I'm going to have, probably 10 plus timestamps in there. That's what I'm guessing. Now, I need to make a few disclaimers, all right? I need to make a few disclaimers. First one is I'll come from my TikTok, my Twitter, or my YouTube. You will not get popular making these videos. I think a lot of people see my videos, especially on TikTok, where a lot of my views come from. They see my videos like, oh, this is probably super easy to make. I can make it on my phone, make it in like an hour, and get 100,000 views like this guy. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. You will not get popular making these videos. I'm just being straight up with you guys. Like, I got lucky. So if you've never been to my channel and you see on the title, how to make FNF animations in Sony Vegas, whatever the fuck I call it, I'm going to pull my YouTube channel right now. So we're going to drag it over from my other monitor. I'm recording on my left monitor. I have some stuff pulled up on my right monitor. Now, this is not my highest viewed video on TikTok. That's Pico versus Hank. But I'm going to play you guys my highest viewed video so you can see the type of animations I make. Now, this was made almost a year ago. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, so next thing we need to get out of the way. I have a Discord. Do not fucking don't fucking ask me for my Discord. I do not give my Discord out in public. If I asked you for your Discord or you gave me yours and I accepted it, then you're fucking lucky. Consider yourself lucky because I don't give my shit to fucking people I don't know in real life. So I only started doing it recently and I have to like really fuck with you in order to like give you my Discord. So don't fucking ask in the comments because I'll just get pissed. Oh, don't fucking request character battles either. Don't do that shit. People do that all the time on TikTok. Shut the fuck up. I can barely do the ones I want to do. That's why I don't take character requests. I'm just doing the ones I like and that's it. Now, if you guys have questions, by the way, put it in the comments, put it on Twitter, put it on TikTok. I respond to every single comment. If you go to my YouTube channel, if you asked a question, if it showed up in my notifications, I respond to all comments. Okay? Okay, so you're going to need 3 programs. Let's see if I have them on my desktop. Yeah. You're going to need Photoshop, Sony Vegas, and CapCut. Now, CapCut, you actually need to get BlueStacks. So what this is, BlueStacks is a Android emulator that you can download for your computer. I don't know if like Apple's can get it, but I know I have Windows 10, and I have Windows computer basically, and you can get Android emulator on it. And then you go in the App Store yeah, I'll just pull it up for you guys. Why not? So I'm going to go ahead and open it real quick. But yeah, you have the Android emulator. This is how it pulls up when you install it. App Store. Oh, Play Store. Okay. I think it crashed. But anyways, you would click on Play Store just like you would on a mobile phone, and then you would type in CapCut and you download it. Easy as that. So anyways, you're gonna need BlueStacks, and then after that, you're gonna download CapCut on it. I can't show you guys how I got Sony Vegas or Photoshop, but all I'm gonna say is Ching Louie. Just look up Ching Louie and either of those programs, and I think you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, I will say this. There's one caveat. If I'm showing you something in this video and you figure out how to do it with a different program, you don't need these programs. These are just what I choose to use. Use whatever the fuck you want to use, okay? You don't need to buy any of this shit. Just fucking find creative ways to get it. Hint, hint, Ching Louie. I guess this will be like part 1, right? Like we need our resources. Like, so I know what video I'm already gonna make. I'm gonna dedicate it to my friend Drift. He's known for getting banned on Twitter like every other week. So I feel bad for him. So I'm gonna dedicate this next animation to him. So he's a cool guy. Go fucking follow him. I like him. He's very passionate and I love his videos. So anyways, check him out. So he made a video right here. You Can't Run, inspired by Hidaruga. So I want to get the song You Can't Run Encore. Oh, so anyways, I'm gonna copy the YouTube link and then I'm gonna go to this site. Just I'll put it in the description probably. Make sure to credit the fucking song creators. If you go to all my videos, I do this in every single one of my videos, right? I say owner credits. If I never credit someone, just comment and don't be a bitch about it, and I'll give you credits, no problems. So you can see I have the timestamp when the song plays. I have a link to the video, and then whoever made it. This is just like general like courtesy shit. That's just what I would do. You don't have to do whatever the fuck you want, but this is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna download this song. We're gonna get the highest quality MP3 file. All right. And here we go. You can't run Encore, and that's going to download. Okay, so like I said, this is for Funky Friday. If you guys want, like, let's say Fire Emblem or Sonic shit, check out Sprite's resource or DeviantArt. It sounds like a joke, but I'm not even kidding. Like, there's a shit ton of shit on DeviantArt for Sonic sprites. That's where I got my EXE shit. So now we're going to go to Funkopedia, but I know exactly what I want, so we're going to look up Sonic EXE. I saw Minecraft server shit. I was fucking around with my friend. Don't worry, that was a joke. This is a Sonic EXE you can't run video, right? So we're gonna get Sonic EXE mod. Funkopedia, this website. Thank these people. They're not getting paid for this. They're just running the site, and we're getting all these assets. They're very nice people. Now, if you want, and I'm gonna do a tutorial on this part later in the video. You can download the mod itself. Well, I'll say probably. This video is very loosely structured. I don't have a script or any of that bullshit. So sometimes you won't be able to find the sprites online that you want, and you'll have to download the mod yourself and compile the animations of the characters or GIFs. I just make them GIFs, and we'll probably go over that. No promise. So. Here, this is a you can't run video, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really fuck with this sprite at all. Probably because he's purple. A lot of people don't really agree with me with this, but I think this is like the peak Sonic EXE sprite. This is just what I like. So it's your video. Do what the fuck you want. So you're gonna download all these GIFs of these character animations. It's just gonna make our life easier. Yeah, we had that one. Okay. And then those are all like still sprites. The guy he's fighting is not going to be boyfriend. Well, not the normal boyfriend. We're going to do... Alright, and you're probably wondering, oh, it's you can't run Encore. You have to use the bunny boyfriend. Shut the fuck up. This is my video. Like I said, your video, do what the fuck you want. We're going to do this guy still, just with a different song. So, just like before, download your boyfriend sprites. Sometimes on the Funkopedia page, which is really cool, they'll have all the sprites in one package. Now they don't have that here. So I already downloaded the D-Side boyfriend because I've already done like 2 videos with him or 3 videos. So I'm actually not going to download his sprites, but it's the same fucking principle, right? So you know where to get your videos, you know where to get your songs, you know how to convert your songs, you know how to get your sprites. So now... I'm going to show off a couple sites that I use just for other resources. Here we go, video resources. This is like something I actually use. We have Waifu2x. If you're wondering what this site is for, this is what I use in my Fire Emblem videos. If you guys are Fire Emblem here for Fire Emblem for some reason, the hero sprites, they're very low quality when you download them from like Sprite or Resource or what is it, Fire Emblem Wiki or like Gamepedia, Game Press, whatever the fuck it's called. So you download the sprites from there and they're really low quality. Just use these same settings you see on the screen. Just drag your... It's not going to work since it's a different size. Well, it might actually work. I don't know. Let's see. It's a GIF though, so I don't know. So we're going to put boyfriend in there, make it photo, make it highest, make it 2x. I really hate this shit, but you're going to have to do it. I don't know if it's going to download because... Oh, it actually did. But as you see... He is no longer a GIF. But yeah, it's gonna increase the quality and make it kind of like kind of smooth. So I like this site. It's very good. Now there is a limit. Like once the pictures get to a certain resolution size, it's not even that big. It's like 1500 by 1500 pixels, then the site stops working and it just won't let you upload anymore in upscale. So that part sucks, but other than that, I like the site. And I have like a second version. I don't really know what this is. I use it sometimes with the other ones being a bitch. Okay, so Waifu2x. Another site I use, WebP to GIF converter. Oh, when you download fucking pictures on Google, let's look up boyfriend FNF. Anyone who makes fucking videos probably knows what this is. Let's download this and see if it's being annoying. WebP file, right? I fucking hate these. Actually, hold on, it's a GIF. That's not a real GIF. Okay. Is that a GIF? Yeah, that's actually a GIF. Okay. We're gonna do this. Any GIFs here? Well. Okay. What I was gonna show you, but I'm not gonna go through it since it's not really fucking up right now. Sometimes you will download GIFs and they'll like show us WebPs, but they're GIFs. It's very weird. This just use this site to fucking fix it. You just convert it and there you go, it's fixed. I wish I could show you, but you're just gonna have to take my word for that one. That's WebP. Sprite resize. I don't think I use that site anymore. Oh, I do actually. Okay, I haven't used it in a while. If you want to resize a pixel-based image, you cannot resize fucking Sonic EXE like that. It's gonna look like shit. It might take a minute to download though. Anyways, this is good for pixel-based images. So I remember in like the Sonic EXE video I was just showing y'all. These are sprite-based characters. This will be a good resource for that. If you download them, they're super fucking tiny, but the quality is good at the tiny resolution. Use this website, and you can upscale them, and it'll look fine. Now, that is all the resources I use and how I get the resources. So you just saw how I get all my assets for videos. I just showed you how to get the assets. Okay, so one thing I wanted to point out, this was something I got a lot of comments about when I first like started getting noticed on TikTok. Someone was bitching because I made here. Someone was bitching because of that. The D side boyfriend sound like witty. You might get a couple complaints like that. So you want to try to make the characters sound like what the song is coming out like. You don't want girlfriend to sound like Sonic EXE. Just kind of be aware of those things. I had a note to say something about that on my notepad. I'm going to show you how to make the sprites in Photoshop in case you have to, for some reason, because it's not a Funkopedia. Who's that? Okay. Yeah, images, shared images. I don't know this shit like the back of my hand, guys. You gotta forgive me. Excuse me. This is pretty easy, so I guess we'll do this. And that's not even from D-side, I know, but we want something simple here. Let's do. We're actually gonna make it. I don't know if I want it to be that fucking big. Fuck it. Let's just do 1920 by 1080. When you get into Photoshop, never use the white background. Whenever you get to whatever, image asset program, you need to use transparent backgrounds or else the GIFs are going to be fucked up. Oh my god, now it's been a while since I did this, so bear with me. Now, if you use the lasso tool, you can take an entire image, you can take portions of it that you circle around, right? That's what I just did a second ago, I just wasn't saying anything. I'm going to circle around this boyfriend, and we're going to press Control J, Command J if you're in like an Apple, or you can just press, I think this will work, duplicate layer. No, that's not going to work. I want to duplicate my selection. I'm just so used to using the hotkeys, I guess I don't know how to normally do it. Control J, what you're doing is you're moving that individual piece of the original image and you're putting it on its own layer. So now, as you can see, we have two boyfriends here, and everything else is gone. So, and this is exactly what we want. So we want to take the original image and we want to get all of these sprites, the ones that are relevant at least. Because let's say I don't know, there's one where it's sonic and there's a supersonic sprite and you don't want the supersonic sprites, you just copy the ones you want and you know you're going to use and just come back later if you really want the sonic sprites, supersonic sprites. That was just an example, of course. But for our purpose, I'm just showing you how we're going to make a GIF in Photoshop in case you have to because they're not on Funkopedia. And this way, you can also make them higher quality. I'm usually pretty satisfied with what Funkopedia has, so yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna select both these layers, and also that's another thing. Um, I gotta remember that I'm also teaching whoever's watching this how to use these programs. Maybe it's your first time using them. Anyways, you so to, when you're on the original layer that you're gonna make a new layer of, because they're categorized by layers, right? So when we circle this and we press Control J, we're putting a boyfriend on a new layer, right? It's not on the original layer, it's on its own layer now. So that's just something to keep in mind. So like if you try circling this boyfriend, okay, on the other boyfriend's layer, because like I said, they have their own separate layers, we're going to try moving him, it's going to say it's empty. Well, you're thinking, what the fuck, why? Well, it's because they're on separate layers. So when you remove this boyfriend, right, because you're on this guy's layer, this is what you're trying to move, nothing. And that's why it gives you that error. So just something to keep in mind. So we're going to move these boyfriends over. If you press V, this is the move tool. I don't even think you have to do that, by the way, to move them. That's just the one I use the most. We're going to take these boyfriends and we're going to move them from this sprite sheet into the blank canvas we made earlier. Okay, so now we don't even need this original layer, empty layer now. Now here's an important distinction. Okay, so we're going to resize these boyfriends. We're going to press Control T because we want them to be bigger, right? I mean, look how big our canvas is and look how tiny they are. Now the boyfriends here, they're actually pixel boyfriends. So in this case, we would want, if you have a pixel, you want to use nearest neighbor to resize. Because now look what happened when we're going to resize. Someone's getting fucked outside. I don't know what's going on. These are pretty good fucking quality. But now look what happens if we do literally anything else. Usually you want to have it bicubic smoother. Let's see how they look now. Look how blurry they are. We don't want that shit. So this is the exception, not the rule. If you're here for Funky Friday, you actually don't want to use nearest neighbor because you're going to get a similar issue, except the inverse. If you have a normal boyfriend sprite, you're just going to want to use bicubic smoother. Or no, actually I use automatic. I don't even use smoother and automatic. To my understanding, are like the same shit. Automatic picks between one of these two options. That's what I think it does. I'm not a Photoshop pro, guys. I'm a fucking accountant, right? So, this is just shit I learned on my own spare time through fucking around for multiple years. Anyways, where the fuck was I? Oh, so normally if you had Sonic EXE in here, you wouldn't want to use bicubic. Actually, let's just get that bitch in here. Hold on. Let's see what happens. He's probably going to be the same size, yeah. We're going to make him small and then try to increase his size. So right now, oh, we have to, oh, Jesus, I never went over that part. This is something I learned recently. I've been fucking struggling with it for years. Check this out. You see this little weird icon in the bottom right that the other two layers don't have? This means the image is not rasterized. Rasterize that shit, right? Because when you resize your image, if you don't, it's going to look like ass. Always rasterize your images before you resize them. Okay, so we're going to do nearest neighbor. And yeah, see, look how fucking pixelated he looked. But that's the point of nearest neighbor. That's what it does. Now we're going to have it, like I said, automatic. And yes, the preview looks like shit, but hold on. I don't know. I still don't like that too much. Let's do smoother. I'm gonna have to say that's probably because when we brought it in, oh yeah, because we didn't rasterize it at first. Hold on, let's try now. Rasterize before we resize them. Yeah, because when we bring it into Photoshop, hold on, you're gonna see the difference. Yeah, so when you make him smaller and then you make him bigger again, he's going to lose quality, even if he's rasterized, I guess. So, like I said, I don't know everything, guys. I'm learning with you guys. So, if he's small, use bicubic smoother. But luckily, because of how we bring him in, Photoshop automatically resize him. And this is good quality, too. This is not even bad quality. We're going to get rid of Sonic EXE here. And now we're going to go back to the boyfriends. Yeah, remember those guys? So I'm going to select both layers. I'm going to press, I think, this one, right? Yeah, now they're going to stack on top of each other. And now we're going to press this one, right? And that's going to put their feet on the bottom. Okay, so like this is how it works basically. So we're going to zoom in on these boyfriends again. It's going to bring both of them to the lowest point of both sprites. So we're going to have both layers selected. And now they're on the both have the same lowest point. My Photoshop snaps in very weird places. I can't make it snap directly on their shoes. Sorry. If you want rulers, by the way, press Control R. You can bring down rulers now. That's cool. And you just drag them off. So yeah, so we're gonna put them on the same bottom layer, and then we're gonna put them on top of each other. Remember, we're making a GIF, right? And we're gonna press Control T. They're already rasterized. We don't have to worry about that. One thing I'm going to test with Sonic EXE real quick because I'm curious now. The reason why it was one image before and now it's multiple images is because it's a GIF. Photoshop already recognized it as a GIF. So you have all these different layers here. So we're going to put this Sonic EXE over here. He's already rasterized. Now I want to see what would happen if we resized him. Pretty good. I like the other one when we just brought it in the file directly before. I want to see if he lost quality. Oh, but it's also nearest neighbor. Oops. Ooh, that was loud. No free transform. Okay, yeah, that's what we wanted. Put it on automatic. This is why I said timestamps in the description, by the way. Now, that's actually pretty good. Now let's make him small like we did before. Ass. Okay, so don't make it tiny and then make it bigger. You saw like 2 or 3 times how it makes it look like shit. That's not what we want. Okay, so it's been a while since I did this. Now don't move them. That's just me being stupid. I think what I did. Hold on. Create video timeline and then convert frame. Is it frame anim? No, it's not that. There you go. Now let's run through that again. Convert frame, make frame into clip. Now this is the timeline tab. You can get that by coming up to window and timeline is selected down here. I'm telling you guys a lot. There's a lot to go over. Like I said, this is a tutorial for 3 different programs, so you got to forgive me. So there's a lot of things going on. Now here are both the layers. They're just no boyfriends are being shown. That's all you have to keep track of. Now, as you can see, only one boyfriend is here once we convert it to a frame animation. That's on purpose. Before we even play it, as you can see, there's a lot of blank space here. This is just Photoshop, defaulting to whatever it does. We only need, we're going to drag it in between the maximum amount of frames. So if there are more frames here, you would just have it stop at the last frame. So in this case, it's only 2 frames. And then we're going to go in. Now we need to zoom in. This is a zoom in actually. And now if we actually had it right now, we rendered it, it wouldn't render this second frame because this is where the animation ends. So now we're going to have it encompass both of them. It was playing it before, but it wasn't actually including it. So if we rendered it, it wouldn't have included it. This is the boyfriend sprite. This is what we wanted. Now, this is going to be up to you. It's kind of weird. Like I'm gonna show you what I do. I do this, but you don't have to do it. Um, what the fuck is it? Oh, set timeline frame rate. It defaults to 30, but 60 FPS. That's what everyone does, right? Now if we play it, um, it's gonna kind of look like that when we put it in the movie editor. I don't really know if. And the thing is, you just slow it down when you're in the movie editor, right? So it's like, but why not just keep it at 30 frames then, right? It's I don't know. My mind says put it at 60 FPS and then slow it down the editor, but maybe you don't fuck with that. So yeah, you could do this with any fucking sprite, right? You can do this with any sprite. I just did the boyfriend because it's simpler. If we want Sonic EXE, we just copy all of his sprite sheets with the lasso tool, put them on a sprite sheet, put them all on the same bottom layer. Now the thing is, like with Sonic EXE, right? I'm going to bring him in here for a second. I think we're actually going to delete this animation. Yeah, there you go. Good, good, good. We deleted layer 2. Rest in peace. So actually we're not going to do that. We're just going to... There you go, that's fine, because now our boyfriends are back. So we're going to turn them off. Here's what I will say about Sonic EXE real quick. We're going to drag this motherfucker in here. So, it's going to put all of them on here. Now, first we're going to rasterize, like I said. Make sure automatic, that's fine. Here's the thing. We're going to press no, we don't have to do it. We're going to press on everyone, go to the bottom layer. And then we're going to put everyone in the center. As you can see, some weird shit is going on. It could be because it's actually better before. Like, you're just going to take my word for it. It was literally better before. So, with characters that move a lot, like Sonic EXE here, you really want to move their feet to be, like, on similar positions. Otherwise, it's going to look weird when you compile the entire GIF. What I do is I have all the animations on one file. So, like, right now we have the boyfriend, what is this, his down pose? I have the down pose, the up pose, left pose, the right pose, and the idle all on one GIF, right? I don't do separate GIFs. So if you were doing it for Sonic EXE here, you're going to have to, first you would want to do all the poses, right? And then you would want to have them like adjust their positioning so all their feet are on the same level. And it just doesn't look jank. Because like if you think about it, right? Like try to contextualize this for a second. You're gonna have him doing up, down, left, right arrow movements in the video, and if you have him like over here for I don't even know the fuck this is, like his up pose or something. This is down pose and he's right here. When you have him, dancing or singing around like that, he's gonna be down here and he's just gonna jump over here. It's gonna look awkward as fuck. So you can't do that shit. You have to have them all very close to each other, so they stay in place when they're doing the little singing. Now, luckily, we don't have to do that because we already have the sprites, but we will have to adjust it a little when we get into Sony Vegas. Okay, that was a lot. So now we're going to just finish our boyfriend GIF. So create video timeline, convert keyframe to key anim. Nope, fucked up twice. Okay, and now we're going to zoom out. There you go. And frame rate. Oh, 60, it retained it. That's cool. Now he's going fucking Ultra Instinct. Okay, now we're going to do file, export, save for web legacy, and GIF. Now this is a good question. Let's do GIF 128 no dither. Because I thought I would have defaulted to GIF because I don't remember saving under anything else. So remember, you have to have a transparent background so you can put it over on backgrounds and it won't have anything under it. Let's just do save and do desktop, and that's fine. It's going to export. If you have more layers, it's going to take longer to export. And that's exactly what it's supposed to look like. And that's why I said you might want 30 FPS, because if you don't, and it's supposed to loop infinitely. Just if you want to know what my settings are, like just deadass, hold on. Save web legacy. Look at the right, copy it, pause the video, just copy it. Yeah, just copy it. I've learned this over fucking months of doing it over and over. Okay, so there you go. That's how you have your GIFs now. So now you get them from Funkopedia, or if you don't, you get the sprite sheet, copy all the little poses, position them so they're on the same area. So when they start dancing, they're in the same general position and they don't jump around everywhere. We're going to open Vegas, and I'm going to hope to God it doesn't open my last project because it loves doing that. Let's drag. Okay, so this is something I had to start doing when I first started making these videos, right? Because on my computer, maybe your computer is blessed and you won't have to do this. On my computer, it gets completely annihilated by GIF format. Like if you have 2 GIFs or 3 GIFs on the fucking screen at once, my computer just ends up crashing. It's like, what the fuck? It just cannot handle it. I have no idea. And my computer is like a legit gaming computer. Like I don't fucking game on here, but it's like really powerful. Like, and that's why I bought it, so I could have easier time editing. And it still gets fucked up just by GIF. It's just the format. It's not even like the type of processing. It's just the format. So we're gonna do no because oh shit, that's not what I want to do. I have it defaulted so because I only make mobile videos basically. Actually, well, yeah, because we want to make our GIFs for video editing first. So you're gonna have these settings. You're going to 1920 by 1080, 60 frame rate. Apply, okay. And here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna drag all these motherfucking Sonic EXEs on here. Or we're still making a Sonic EXE video, right? Okay. Okay, so if we're lucky, maybe we'll have no problems. But this is the same kind of problem I said we might run into at Photoshop world, right? Because what happens is we want everyone to be on the same layer or the same spot. And actually, there's an even better way to do that. I do this sometimes. I just didn't want to because I'm lazy. Okay, now here's another thing you can. Okay, Jesus, we're not really at the Vegas part yet, so I kind of just don't want to explain it too much yet because Vegas, I'm gonna have to do a fuck ton of talking. I learned so much in Vegas since I started. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm like a fucking god compared to what I used to be able to do. I'm not even good. I'm just saying I used to be able to do a lot less than I can now. A lot less. So we need to get all. So we're just going to use him as the basis. Well, I really should use his idol as the basis, which we never downloaded. I do not like Xenophanes, by the way. I do not like Xenophanes. Oh, he's on here. Like what? Okay, be consistent at least, guys. Come on. Like I said, they're doing this shit for free, so I appreciate these guys. Anyways, move motherfucking Sonic EXE over here. Nope, nope. Okay, we don't need 3 layers. That's just because, like I said, I'm lazy. Okay. So I would not do this. I would not have him be this big because it's going to make other poses, like where he's doing this, very exaggerated, being the same size, kind of hard. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to click on this little square here, right? Pan/crop. If your settings are set up like this, right, just have all these checked. You can check and turn them off, but we want them like this. All you have to do is click on the corner. It's going to equally resize the sprite. Okay? Very simple. Okay? Now you don't want to make him too small because this is not Photoshop, but I'm pretty sure when you make him bigger and he's already small, it's going to fuck up your resolution for when you put him in the actual video. And the reason I don't give that much a fuck about these sprites is because I already have them. So I do want him to be a little bit bigger, so we're going to... Yup. I think this is pretty fair. Just keep him at this size. Let's make him a bit bigger. Like I said, we don't want to lose that much quality. And another thing, you can right click the layer. Okay, so these are all layers. If you want to make a layer, press Control J. I think it's Control J. No, it's some weird fucking shit. That's what Photoshop does. Duplicate track. I'd never use this. Insert video track, that's how I did these. Or you can right click, insert video track. So we can right click this item, I guess they're called. Objects? Yeah, objects, they're called objects. You right click, copy, and so if you paste it, you'll paste another object of this Sonic EXE idle pose, right? But you can right click on another object, paste event tributes. And now if we look at him, we didn't touch this motherfucking event pan crop, right? But look at this. It pasted the same event pan crop that we have on this one. And that's useful because now we can click on all of these. Paste event attributes. And now they're all affected by the same shit. And that's useful because now we don't have to copy and resize for the same object on multiple different objects. We can just do it one time. Right click all of them. And that's it. So you just click, press Control, click on another, there you go. Or you can press Shift and select multiple. But it's not going to get everything unless you have like a certain setup. It's weird. And here's just another thing I'll show you guys real quick. If you go to a special effect, so we just added brightness on him, and we'll get to that later. You can do copy, paste event attributes, and it copies the effects too, which is very cool. So just like Photoshop, you're going to drag this guy on top of this guy. Temporarily, we're going to set them on different layers, just so it's easier for us to resize. And I think Sonic EXE should be that big. Let's do that big. That big. Yeah, that looks good to me. And maybe I move him up a little bit. Yeah, that looks good to me. There you go. And you notice he's going kind of slow. Not really worried about that. What we can do when we render the final GIF with all of his character animations, we can actually speed it up. And then it'll look like it's going at 60 FPS. That's why I say it don't really matter if you render at 60 FPS in Photoshop, because you're going to just slow it down later, versus where here you're just going to speed it up later. Yeah. Or you can have them this slow. This doesn't look good to me. It looks awkward at 30 FPS. Or maybe it's even slower. But so that's what we're going to do. We are going to keep working through these. See, like this guy, I do think he should be a bit bigger. You have to be careful, by the way, too, when you're resizing shit, that you don't fucking snap off. Because here's the thing, like, look at this Sonic real quick, right? This box, if it cuts off parts of his animations, look at this. He's moving in this box, okay? So if you shrink the box over his hands, you're going to make him bigger, yes, but you're also going to cut off parts of his body. Look at this. All getting cut off right now. Your fucking fault. You did that shit, okay? Don't do that shit. Anyways, so you need to be conscious of that shit. So if you're going to resize, you can't have them go outside the box or else their body parts are going to get cut off. You don't want that. Okay, so like I said, I think he should be bigger because it looks like an exaggerated pose. Perfect. I like how that looks. And you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, this takes a long fucking time. And I would say you're right. It does take a long time. And sometimes my videos don't get a lot of views, bitch. hey, but it is what it is, right? That's what people say nowadays. It is what it is. Hey. Anyways. Now here we have an interesting problem because this EXE's foot looks a lot bigger than the other one's feet. We want everything to be consistent, right? So let's just do this, because I'm kind of seeing it from like she should be right here, but the problem is, okay, so here we have a unique situation here. So I'm going to show you guys a trick. Now these EXEs we already have are all the same size, right? They're all the same size. So what we can do is we can click on this. This is a track motion. And we're going to talk about this more when I actually get into the video editing. Click on this first spot, nowhere else. Right here, you click on this position. make it smaller. Okay, and we're gonna have we're not even gonna move it up or down. We're just gonna shrink it because now on this layer, which we didn't affect at all, so he's still the same size. We can put him here, and now we're just gonna adjust them based on this size. I still think he's fine over here. Yes, this is what I want. But if we had it the way it was before, his foot is getting cut off, and we don't want that. Um, I kind of wanted him to be like, it's weird to explain, but centered per se. There you go. That looks good to me. Yeah. Okay. We'll play it at the end so you guys can see what's going on. And I guess it's good I accidentally made this third layer because we ended up using it. So we're going to copy, excuse me, paste event tributes, paste event tributes. I know I didn't use the technique I told you guys about earlier because, to be honest, in that instance, it really didn't fucking matter. None of this matters. Anyways, this looks good? Question mark? Let's see. Let's make him a bit bigger. Sometimes it's better to not lay them over top of each other. You can see how they look. Okay, that's fine. And now, I don't even know when this is used. I've actually never played the Sonic EXE mod. I just like the music. Type in your song. Type in the comments what your favorite EXE song is. Mine, Triple Trouble, if you include all the remixes. Very easy answer for me. I don't like Xenophanes that much, though. I think he's lame. I think this is the true Sonic EXE right here. And they actually have very similar positioning. Look at the size of their feet, right? I mean, they're the same fucking size. So this theoretically should be good. Yeah. Now, I would say we'll move him down. Yeah. There you go. Looks like he's in the same position. Like I said, that's what we want. So now, let's play all of this. That looks good to me. Everyone is on the same size. Now, here's another. Okay, so now we're gonna go into fucking advanced Sony Vegas. I wasn't trying to do this yet. We're going to use sub track motion, parent track motion. Click on this arrow. It's gonna make it a child of this layer. Clicking on this arrow, it's gonna make a child of the same first layer. Not if you do it again, it will make it a child of that other layer. Now, that's not important yet. Okay? Everyone is going to have the same size right now. So, here's why that's important, though. We can click on this one, because we did this earlier, right? Parent motion. Click on this. And this is different than clicking on this one. This wasn't actually here before until we made it a children. See? It fucking disappeared. Now it's back. The reason why is because it has children to take care of now, right? So, we are going to resize it. You see how the box is different too? That's on purpose. We're going to resize it. And look at this. We're resizing this Sonic, okay, of the parent. But look at the other layer that we didn't affect earlier. It's bigger now. How the fuck did that happen? Children are impacted by the parent's size. Okay, so if you resize the parent, all the layers, the children layers, are going to be affected. So whatever you do to the parent is going to happen to the children as well. But now, using this, we can make all of these sprites bigger at the same time. Because if we didn't do that, we'd have to go into this layer, and we'd have to fuck around with the size, and then go back to the other first layer and fuck around with their size. With this, fuck them. We don't need to do that. It's bullshit. Oh, sorry. See, we don't want to do that. So let's move him back up. And we're actually going to do something real quick. We're going to, fuck it, I'm risking it. Actually, I'm going through the whole tutorial, so fuck it. We're going to, real quick, you can go on Google and find literally fucking anything like this. I'm just making a white background, and you're going to see why in a minute. Just look up white background on Google and you're fine. I already showed you how to resize shit. No. Okay. Now, why are we doing this? We're going to make a new layer that's not a child. Oh, see, it does that sometimes. And this is not a child. It's not affected by anything. Now, why are we doing this? Here's why this is important. Let's say we got really close with it, and this looked fine, right? Let's say this looks fine. We're going to turn it off by clicking on this little stop sign. This looks fine, right? No, you're cutting off part of his foot. Now, I don't know if the rest of the animation is going to be scuffed from it, but that part definitely is. And when you move it into another video, like the actual animation, when we start doing the actual animation, it's going to be impacted because that part of his foot is going to be cut off. It's just going to be like a straight line going through his foot. It's going to look very weird. You don't want that. So it's actually good to do it over backgrounds. Actually, I have a full character sprite sheet, which I guess I'll show off after we're done doing Mr. Sonic here. And I have like the week 5 background just because. Okay, this looks fine. Okay, all the Sonics there are good. It's really just this one at the top where it gets very close there, you can fucking see, but we are actually good. So let's play it again. Very good. I like it. Okay. So now, here's something that's going to save you time and fucking misery. You want to select the very last item that you want to render, because we don't want to render this white shit, so we have it turned off for a reason, but you don't even have to turn it off. You just leave here. Look, you can just leave it there. Actually, you can't leave it there. You know why? That was a joke. You can't leave it there because it's going to render it. You don't want that. If you don't want to render something, you turn it off. We want to render the loop region only. What is a loop region? Whatever is selected in this blue shit. So you double click, it's going to automatically appear. Take this little yellow triangle at the top, drag it over the whole video, the whole animation, and then we're going to render now. So we're going to click render as. You need to look up how to get mauves into Sony Vegas. Now I know what you're thinking, oh, I thought this was a tutorial. I'm very sorry. I don't remember how I did it. There is a YouTube video on it. Just look up how to get mauves in Sony Vegas. Maybe I'll put something in the description if I find the same video. But it was over a year ago, so I just don't save that shit consciously. I didn't have the idea to make a tutorial until fucking like December, I think. And I started getting, people asking me all the way back in August. So, we want to render as a mauve. Alright, this is very important. I'm going to show off my settings. I don't really know anything about them, but maybe this will help you guys. Like I said, I set it up fucking a year ago, so forgive me. This is probably the main important one though, because we're rendering GIFs, right? And why are we rendering these GIFs? Because like I said, whenever I put GIFs on my animation, I have multiple GIFs at once, my computer fucking explodes. So I needed a way to get a GIF-like thing. So basically a GIF with a transparent background, a video with a transparent background, the characters doing their little poses, right? And that's what mauves are. They're going to give us the GIF of the character. They're going to give us the character animations with the transparent background, which is what we need. But in order to do that, we need to render as a mauve first. We can't use the GIFs. I already told you why. We'll call it Mr. Hedge. And you're going to render as a GIF. There you go. Looks fucking pristine. It looks even. And remember, that's another thing I need to show you guys real quick. You might notice the quality looks kind of low. That's on purpose. Whenever I'm doing video editing, I like to play my videos back a lot so I can see what the quality is. How does it look? If you have it on best, full, your video is going to shit. And I'm not even going to play it because it's probably going to crash my computer. Well, it's not going to crash my computer, but it will crash my program. It's going to just freeze up. So I just do draft full, or maybe even draft. I would recommend draft half or draft full, or preview full or half. You really don't need anything other than that. And here's another thing. Your draft quality is an indicator of what the video is actually going to look like. It's not, it's actually going to look better than this. Let's go look at the actual video. Look at this, it's kind of blurry. I can see that. Mr. Hedge. So it looks a little bit better, but you're also thinking maybe it looks a little bit blurry here. You got to remember he's going to get resized down later. So yeah, we have a fucking mauve of the character. We're going to need that for later, right? So one little note I want to make. when you so you see I have this massive fucking sprite sheet, right? It's 5760 by 3240. Like what, why would you even have this many pixels? The reason why is because when you downsize it, it's gonna help preserve the quality. Now for special effects, I'm gonna show you guys what the fuck I have like a certain like few I use and just spam the fuck out of. If you can watch a lot of my videos, you'll notice they're the same. Oh, I looked up a fucking John Cena theme. We're singing on green screen. Okay. I didn't know if there was anything incriminating on that list. Ooh, that shit was loud. Okay. So so let's say for some reason we want to put, we want to have boyfriend use the Sengon, right? Okay. So, we want to have boyfriend use their Sengon for some reason. I don't know why you would want him to do that. I'm going to go to this website, copy and paste the link in the description. Okay, I'm going to download it. Sometimes people say, you know, you will get in trouble if you don't give me credit. Like I already told you at the beginning, you're not getting popular for making these types of videos, so you don't have to worry about that shit. I don't think I've ever given anyone credit for a green screen. Music, yes. Sprites, yes. Green screen, fuck no. So it's not even like a disrespect thing. It's just I've just never done it. So yeah, that's the green screen, and I'll show you how to get the green off of that later. And I actually will, just not right now. So, and then one other thing, you can make homemade effects. The only one that I think I use that's a homemade effect, I want to show you what I did. Did I ever use this in a Funky Friday video? I don't know. We'll go to the Fire Emblem video I just made, and I'll show you how I used it. We're going to make a stroke here. We're going to make it white. You have to increase the size. And this is literally the whole fucking effect right here. This is literally it. I'm not gonna show you how to make special effects. I'm sorry, but this is what I did and what I use. PNG, ring, and I have something very similar to this. But what the idea is, we're going to blur it, and then we're going to make it brighter, so it's going to look like a ring effect. And the reason why I made this is because like an anime clash. Excuse me. Anime clashes, you see the two characters will punch each other and there'll be like a white shock wave. That's what I want to do. And I used to have like an anime impact effect, but I didn't really like how it looked. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna make my own. I've been using it ever since. Oh yeah, this is actually a perfect. Yeah, my boy Acid Jazz. Well, I should say boy, my fucking senpai Acid Jazz. I was inspired to make this video because of him, and he commented on it, and I was so surprised he actually saw it. But here, this is basically what that effect looks like in practice. Now, these are hearts, these are not circles, but this is what the effect looks like in practice. So did I use it here? No, I do use it here actually too. More hearts, and that's what it looks like in practice. More hearts, more hearts. There you go. Just an excuse to watch the video because I like it. Very simple, but I like it. Okay, so we now have all of our assets. We have our green screens, we have our special effects, we have our music, we have our character mobs, everything. We have all the assets and all the websites we would need if we needed more assets later. I have showed you guys how to do that. And look how long the fucking video is right now. An hour. That's what I'm recording at so far. I think I have Sonic EXE saved. That's why I don't really give a fuck about that file. We're going to make it, when you open Vegas, it will automatically try to open the last project. This time it didn't. File, new. If you want phone videos, this is what you use. This is what I use. I will admit, sometimes I have quality issues. Like I made a widescreen Fire Emblem video recently. I didn't like how it looked. These look pretty good. Oh, shit. Yeah, this looks fine. This is fine if you want it by normal YouTube video, like widescreen 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS always. Doesn't matter if it's mobile or not, 60 FPS. Okay, draft, yes. Before we do any shit, save as Sonic We're gonna call it drift dedication. Yeah, like Lil Wayne. Drift dedication. Dedication 6. Okay, new folder. Call it drift exe. Here you go. And just you need to put all your files in one fucking shit, guys. Like seriously. So we're not actually gonna make the boyfriend user sing on. I just want to show you guys how to get a green screen. I probably will end up using that song though. And I'm not gonna keep this on my desktop. What I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna go into video projects, screenshot. These are videos I may or may not make, or you don't really know. This is not mine. Oh yeah, I called it D-side version easy. It's called drift dedicate. Oh, I didn't want to delete that. I don't think it matters too much because I can just show you guys all these. I actually have a default video folder, so we're going to kind of go into video assets in a new window, drift exe. And this is what I do when I want to make a video, right? I want to start a new video project, Control A, Control V. Wait, yeah, Control A, Control C, Control V. Look at all these. Look at all these assets we have now, without even fucking doing anything, right? All I did is copy and paste. Look at that. So the more videos you make, you're gonna start like realizing you use a lot of certain assets, and this is just gonna save your ass a lot of time instead of going to the same fucking videos over and over. Because for the longest time, I would always go into Pico and Hank. I grabbed this shit all the time because that's the first video I started using it like a lot. And I always go in there, copy, put in the new video project, paste, and Vegas links your projects together. So, okay, so actually we're just going to rename this one drift dedication because it already has the assets I want. Or aspect ratio. Yup. And this is also a pre-made Vegas file I have for every time I start a video. The reason why I have all these things is because, well, you'll fucking see. I guess we're getting into it. You also gotta find where the fuck you want your music to start. Now, this might be fucking loud. Sorry if it is. Yeah, Vegas is like ridiculous. Look at that, right? It's 14! It's still fucking loud. Okay, so I want the ending where it says da 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 da, because when I saw that in just video, I fell in love with it. Runs. Yeah, this is my favorite part right here. When I saw Drift do that, I was like, I fell in love with his edit. It might be his best, not because like I'm not saying it's a disrespect way, just because I saw that part and I was like, I love it so much. I heard that part, yeah. So I know I want this part in. I'm going to find some cool ass animation to do when I actually do the video, but I know I want this part in. Oh, I'm going to split it right here. And that'll be a pretty good place to end it around here. And I'm pressing S to split. You can do this with objects like images too in Vegas. You can just press S and split shit. So we want the video to be a minute long about what is this? How long is this video though? Yeah, see, we need to shrink the shit out of that shit. Like 55 seconds. This is not like a two-part video or anything. It's just a one-part fight of cool shit going on. Okay. So make it however long you want it to be. You know, I always base my songs off the music and certain parts of the songs I like. Okay, this will probably be good. Okay, so we're going to drag the corner right here, this little triangle, and this other triangle is going to pop up above it. You can fade in your music. Okay, and then you can right click, and it's going to change how the music fades out. So if you have it like this little curve, it's going to fade out quicker. Look at that. We have it like this, it's going to fade out longer. We don't want that though. We want to have it fade out quick. There you go. I would not even have it do that long. I would just have it do one 1 second is fine. Yeah. That is 54 seconds. I don't know what this part is. You little. Yeah, we'll have it start right here. So I'm gonna have it like right. So the video is gonna be less than a minute. How long is this? 42 seconds? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to find some other starting point because I don't know if I want it to be that short. 42 seconds is not enough for me. I will fuck with that later is what I'm gonna say. Because the videos they can't be shorts if they're over a minute, so that's why my videos are a minute long. This is the kind of things I think about when I'm selecting the music. But find what you want to do. We're gonna leave it at that for now. I don't really want to do the 8-bit part. I just kind of want to have. I might throw Pico in the video too. I was thinking about that. Anyways, that's how you fade in and out songs. I would recommend actually turning up your volume here. Don't turn it up at 12. That's ridiculous unless your song is very quiet. Like it has to be like super quiet even on YouTube. I would turn up to 4 to 8 is what I have in my notes. 4 to 8. You don't need to go to 12. It's ridiculous because you can insert audio tracks and put sound effects and all that shit. I don't put sound effects in my video unless it's like an actual. The FNF music, they're like music videos to me. FNF shit is, right? So I don't put sound effects in those videos. That's a personal preference of mine. But for like Fire Emblem and like other sprite animations, I will. Oh, you can do some other cool. I've never done this with the FNF song, but let's check it out. We're gonna click on this. This is a very little icon in the corner, the bottom right. Resonant filter. This is like really the only filter I use. I think it's muffler. Yeah, hold on. Now it sounds like he's in a fucking club room, right? And you're like outside and you're trying to get in. Yeah. Yeah, I'll dance it right now. I like that part. Okay. So, and then you can do this one. And those are like really the only two I fucking use. Some of these will get very obnoxious and loud. We'll try this, but I'm just gonna warn you it might be loud, so hold on. I like that one too. Those are the only 3 effects I would recommend. All of these will like destroy your fucking ears. I would not fuck with them. And also, let's say your video is still quiet even after raising it to 12 for some reason. Click on this, volume. Just throw on a shit ton of these. You can raise the volume infinitely. Just 6 is the max it goes, so you might have to throw on a couple. I've actually had to do that before, many times actually. The last special effect here I'll show you is distortion. You can make things very fucking loud. So we have it at like 1. Well, actually, let's do 0 first. Hold on. Yeah, fucking distorted as hell. That's all the music effects I'm gonna go over. I don't fuck with music in my Friday Night Funkin' videos. I just do the music. They're music videos, right? The little music innovation skits. People call them edits. They're not even really edits. It's weird. If you need FX, I would go to Sounds Resource. It's like Sprite's Resource, but for sounds. Sounds Resource, and look up. I don't have the game. I think it's just called Naruto Storm. Naruto Storm 1. That's the one I use for like my Sonic EXE video. For the Sprite battle, that's where I got my sound assets from. Or sometimes you can use actual Sonic sound effects for those types of videos. But that's where I got my. Just look up Naruto. Just Naruto Storm. That's it. There's Naruto like Storm Revolution and Naruto Storm 1, 2, and 3. Just look up Naruto Storm 1. Like that's all you need. And download their sound effects fact. You can also get shit off of YouTube too. You know how we downloaded songs earlier. Let's say I really like. I don't know. Let's say let's say this was a fucking sound for some reason. You can just right click, download, go to the same MP3 website, download. There you go. We already showed you how to download shit earlier. There you go. So now we're going to do something very quick. We're going to drag, where's the fuck is the background? Video, is this my video? No, that's cool. I can see it. Okay. We don't actually have a background yet. So we're just going to put this black box over for now. And I tried dragging a sound layer, didn't I? Yep, that's why I did. Let me do it. And yes, it's black, but it's not really, well, yes, it is black. I'm going to make it white. I already pre-made a lot of these. Don't ask about the special effects name, please. I just click random shit on my keyboard. They don't even make sense. There's no swear words, though. Okay, this is an important distinction, right? These assets are for widescreen video. So what you need to do is we need to go to the track motion, right? You can't go to the pan crop. It won't work. You need to go track motion, right? And you can actually rotate it. You not only can you resize it, you can rotate it too. So what you can do, angle 90. There you go. Now you just got to resize it a little instead of a lot. There you go. So just for now, we're gonna have just Sonic EXE fucking chilling there. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he's gone. That's why I don't delete my shit, bitch. Just kidding. I delete it like every night. Okay, we're gonna drag Mr. Sonic EXE in there. No. And we're gonna do every time you render a mauve, it's gonna have every time you drag a video in here, even if it's silent, it's gonna have its own. It's gonna bring in its own sound layer. Just right click, delete. Get that shit out of here. Now all I did is shit we already did earlier. What is going on here? Because you're like, oh, you cheated because you have a pre-made video. No, shut the fuck up. Listen, we have one layer, parent layer, two children layers. That's it. And then on top, what do we have? We have this vingette, which I'm going to explain actually in a minute. And then we have these two fade-in layers, which I'm also going to explain in a minute. So for now, we're just going to have Mr. Hedge here, and he's just going to be fucking dancing the whole time. And we're going to mute the fucking song, because I don't want to listen to that right now. It's a good song, just not right now. Anyways, what is this vignette? So you could, okay, this is actually a Photoshop effect I'll show how to very quickly make. We need a layer first. You have to have a layer in Photoshop or else I won't let you delete it. Okay, get black, get the color black, wherever you're, if you don't have the window color. Get a rectangle from your rectangle tool, you press U, and same shit we did with the circle, right? No fill, it's over here, but it's also over here. It's on the top and it's also on the right. We want a black outline, increase the stroke, Control T, just like we did with Sonic earlier. It all comes together. It's all the same shit, right, guys? Just we're using it in different ways. Okay, and now it's in the center. Perfect. So that's resized very good. I like it. So now you're thinking, wait, yours looks more like blurry. Well, that's true. We have to convert to smart object and then rasterize. Always rasterize. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And the more blur you have, the more like lighter it's gonna get. Excuse me. Sometimes some weird shit happens. That doesn't even look too bad. So what we're gonna do is here's what we're gonna do. Actually, here's the real. What we're gonna do. Top and bottom. Okay, this is actually probably better. I was pressing Shift, by the way. That helps if you're trying to follow along. Blur, Gaussian blur. This looks fine. I probably experimented with that other one I had before a lot. We're going to press Control J. We're going to take the second one I'm gonna make it just a bit bigger because I don't really like how the fucking corners look. Okay, probably good. Let's see, on your computer. Rotten G, around the Mad God. Yeah, this looks fine. So do something like that, play around with it. You can make it look just as good as mine or better. Well, I'm not going to use this one because I don't really like that. I kind of just like what I already have set up. But you already know how to make it because I just showed you. Fuck around with it, see what you get. Now let's just go. I didn't really ever address it, so I guess I'll go ahead and do it now. To get rid of this black background, Mr. Hedge here, we're gonna right click, properties, media, alpha channel, straight unmatted. Gone. Alright, so just how it was transparent when it was on the desktop, you have to unmat it first. And now we're just gonna leave him like this. So as you can see, we have the same problem, so we can have the same fucking solution, right guys? Right click on the track motion, click on this keyframe, Control C, just like you would Control copy anything. Go to his track motion now, click on this keyframe, you have to click on it, press Control V. It takes a second to update, but as you can see, we have it folded around him now. Now we're still going to mess with it anyways, because I kind of want it to look a certain way. Now, as you can see, this is what happens when it's at max. Don't really like that. That's why I have it defaulting to like 30%. So we're going to have it at 40%, but then we're going to increase the size. Oh, nope. Yeah, this looks fine, but I'm still going to make it a bit lighter. There you go. Now we have background. We have a character on it, and he has no black background. And we also have the what was it? Vingette. Yes, I couldn't remember the name. Sorry. And you're thinking, what the fuck are these, right? What are these, Gabe? Okay, get another box. Okay, I already have one just called black box. If you want to make it black, just go into Photoshop, brightness and contrast. Can I see my settings? Let's just drag on Sonic for a second. Now he's completely black. These are the settings for it. Just drag the fucking brightness to 0. Done. So you can drag that on any square. Literally, actually, you can drag it on Sonic and then just resize him to be super fucking massive. But you probably don't want to do that. Easier just to do the square, right? Make it black. So again, I might have it saved in my computer. Perfect. So we're gonna make it a bit smaller. Make sure it can, yep, it's getting the whole image, whole canvas. And now when our video starts, it has a black fade in. And we can see, okay, but you're probably wondering, Gabe, you didn't show us how to do that yet. That's true. So, go ahead and drag it in again. Nope, nope. Going to press S to split it. Delete that bitch. If you drag from the left, it's going to fade into the black box, right? If you drag from the left to right, it's going to fade into the black box. If you drag from the right to the left, it's going to fade out from the black box. So what I've done here is I've taken a black box, done it for each direction, left and right. So when the video starts, it's going to fade out of the black box. And probably we're going to make it shorter for the real video. Just so it's kind of like more snappy. And at the end, it fades out. Now the reason it comes back is because there's still objects extending past the black box. So if we had it here where nothing else continues, it would look like this. Just fades to black. And it's going to look better like this because there are no outstanding assets afterwards. There you go. Smooth as hell. Now what else? I think that's good. Now we're about to move to section 3. Okay, guys, we are back for round 2. It's the same day, actually. I told you guys I might cut it out to another day. It's the same day. I told you guys I was taking a break or something. So we're gonna go ahead and try to run through all the Sony Vegas stuff. So I did a couple of things during the little break. I split up all these sprites, and we're gonna go over all of that. I got boyfriend and Mr. EXE here. I got a background. We already went over all the how to get the sprites in the last part. So I'm going to show you guys the first step. So I'm going to go ahead and use EXE because he's the guy we downloaded. This is where we left off. Now, first, I told you guys earlier, if you resize, it's going to chop them off. So there will be a reason, and I don't know if I'm going to mention it later, so I'm just going to go ahead and briefly say it now because I probably will forget. The reason I resize to be smaller always is because if I give them a blur, or I give them an after effect, or like an after image, or I give them like a shiny aura, because I tend to give my Friday Night Funkin' characters auras. If you have it like right here, sometimes it'll get chopped off, even if it's not like chopping it off right now. Like it'll look like this, even though in the actual box it looks like this. So what we do to circumvent that is we just make it slightly bigger, and then when we give him an aura later, I know I will, it's going to be red. He will, it won't get cut off. So you don't want to make it too drastic though, or else the quality is going to turn to shit. I already told you guys about previews. It already looks like shit because of that. He's also very tiny, just because of how it came in. But anyways, just make it a bit smaller, and that's what I've already done with these EXEs. Now we're also going to go ahead and cut him up. All right, we're going to cut him up by each little animation he does. So we're going to split him here. We're going to press S to split, or right click. I used to always do right click and split. It's really quick to just fucking press S though, but I tend to forget these things. You guys get the point here. I've already done it, but I'm just going to go through it anyways, because why not? Maybe, I don't know, you guys want to do real time with me. Who knows? Okay. And this EXE I did split based on his eyes, and then I split again right here. Yes. So you would do that. We have all of the little EXE animations done. So what we're going to do, we're going to highlight them all by pressing Shift on our keyboard, clicking on the first one, clicking on the last one, right click any of them, and then you're going to do create subclip. And what this does is you will have this single animation infinitely repeating, and we're going to go ahead and like turn that down. It's not even loud, but I want you guys to be able to hear me. It's still fucking loud. It didn't sound like a change actually. Okay, we're just gonna do -12. Okay, good. So, as you can see, we can have his idle infinitely play out, and it won't go to another sprite. The only reason it did there is because fucking that one went over him. Okay. I'm gonna press controls. Oh, I fucked with the volume. Damn it. Oh, fucking bastards. Okay, there you go. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and say it. It doesn't look like it's happening with any of these, but sometimes you'll have these weird errors where at the very last frame, it'll jump to a different animation, like the animation that succeeds it. And all you have to do in that case is you just have to split it again. So let's say it's going to happen with him. We're just going to make a copy so we don't fuck him up. Let's say, this animation starts playing at the end of this one when we loop it over, right? Because that's happened to me many times before. What you're going to do, you're going to go to where the new animation starts when it's not supposed to. Press S to split it again, delete, create a subclip, there you go. And that's how you're going to fix it. Now, that doesn't even work all the time, and sometimes you just have to do it multiple times, and eventually it will go away. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, won't I delete the entire animation? It doesn't work like that. Like in actual, it sounds like in practice that's going to be what happens. It doesn't actually work like that because it's only going to happen like maybe 2 times at most. Anyways, the next thing I'm going to tell you guys is use motion frames only for size. That is true. So let's go ahead. We're not going to do BF because I already did him. So let's go ahead and just place something down. This is good. I never name them, which is a really bad practice, but I don't do it. EXE, DBF, dad, as in like the parent. Also, just temporarily, I do this when I'm editing. I've turned off this Fade in layer is very annoying when you're editing. You keep on rewatching the intro or outro, so just turn that shit off. So EXE on his layer, I think he should be fucking massive to compare to what he is right now. So we're just gonna make him like this. Look how fucking scary that guy is. Ah, okay. Anyways, I'm like a 10-year-old guy. Sorry. Why do you think I love this game so much? Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, this looks fine. So I think this is good for him. It's gonna look actually different when I do the video. But yeah, you can use this parent motion here. We already went over this earlier. Track motion. Click on the keyframe, and then you can resize him to be whatever size you want and reposition him. You don't want to use the pan crop to do this. You want to use the track motion to do this. The track motion it has a lot more variability to what you can do with it. I'll just show you an example right now. You can actually squish him. Look at this. You can squish him, kind of make him sideways, all this kind of shit. And what you can really do with this, and I've started doing this recently in my Fire Emblem videos and my Sonic battle animation. We're gonna go ahead and so all I've done is like literally two motions, right? We have the starting point, we have the squish point, another squish point, and then we have the same ending point, which was our starting point. Now we're going to go ahead and click on all these keyframes. We're going to click on the last one, click on the first one, and hold down Shift, select all of them, right click. Or actually another thing you can do, you can click on one, press Control A, and it's going to, for some fucking reason, not select the first one, but select everything else. Just hold down Control still and click again, and it'll select it. It's fucking weird. Right click, smooth. And then we're actually going to delete this one. I don't do this, but like I said, I started doing this with other animations and I really like it. Okay, so he's going to start in this pose and he's going to end in this pose. Okay. Now, this isn't that bad. It kind of looks fucking smooth, to be real with y'all. But now, that's not usually how I do it. Usually, 9 times out of 10, there's a lot of ways you can utilize this feature. I usually squish them like a sandwich, like flat. This works for me. That's what I like. So we're going to do this, and I think it'll come out better. Yeah, I really like how that shit looks. Now, usually in my old Friday Night Funkin' videos, I would just have the animations play back to back, but I'll show you that in a second. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with this. I guess this happens to me a lot. I will just keep on playing something over and over. But that's just something you can do. You can squish. It just why do you do this? You're thinking like it makes transitions from what the fuck from each different. It makes animation transitions smoother. So like let's see what it looks like without. It'll probably look fine. Just won't be as fluid or bouncy. So it's not bad, but I feel like this one has a bit more life to it. Yeah, I like this one more. But I don't know if I'm going to actually end up doing that for this video because that takes a lot of time. You have to do that every single time he fucking, does a note and it's ridiculous. Maybe if he's doing a slow note like this, because like if you listen to the song, let's be quiet for a second. That was only what like 4 fucking notes. So maybe for that part it wouldn't be be annoying to do. But for other parts where you start spazzing the fuck out, let's maybe not do that. So yeah, for what is this called? Track motion. You can do a lot of cool things. You can resize the characters this way. Oh, I probably should explain this. Let's just see. Okay, so basically, if you don't have any of this selected, right? Look what the fuck is gonna happen. Like this is fucking awful. I hate this shit so much. There's no fucking like controls at all. It's fucking awful. So don't fucking do that. So this one, what is this one gonna do? Let's see. I definitely forgot. Oh, it's keeping it's locked down. Okay. Yeah, because I think before when we didn't have selected, it wasn't Yeah, it was fucking moving it. So yeah, enable this one and enable fucking this one. This is the good one. This one keeps it scaled. I think it's like equal. Yeah, aspect ratio. There you go. Excuse me. So you can have both these selected. And then another cool thing, you can prevent y-axis movement. So now he's only going to move horizontally. That's very cool. I've actually used this tons of times. If you're like moving the background, which we'll get into later, this is a very good trick. Same thing with X. Don't really use that as much. It's usually just Y, to be honest. And you can actually do that on the pan and crop too. It just looks different. Move X, move Y, move freely. Like I said, you usually don't want to use this, but we actually will be using it later. So that's all fine. So let's go ahead, and this is going to look kind of jank because it's not really like a jumping. Now this is more like for sprites, but I have used this before in just my Funky Friday videos. We're going to make him a bit smaller because we want him to jump. It's going to look kind of jank because he doesn't have like a actual jumping animation. So we're actually going to kind of just fucking do what we just did a minute ago. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. I'm gonna show you how jumping works. Squish him down, and I do this fucking all the time for Fire Emblem characters. Okay, so one thing you definitely can do is expand the fucking startup time. You generally want to have a longer neutral to crouch, and then a shorter expansion back to the neutral. So what I mean by that is like this is his neutral point. This is the crouch. So you want that part to be longer. And when he sprouts up, you can make that shorter. I don't really know what sprites exe has that would be, I don't know, good for this. Let's just throw them in the air. Fuck it. I mean, this is just for an example. Yes, I could use the y-axis thing, but I don't really want to. Now, this is going to look kind of fucking awkward if we do it too fast. So let's have it, have a bit of air. Although one thing, I probably will change one thing, but hold on. Now we're just going to keep him there. I think the demonstration is fine. We're going to have it probably right here. He's going to return to his full point. Let's, how would I do this? I would, let's see how this looks. Hold on. I think this is probably fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, so also when you're having, okay, the keyframes, right? You probably see me do it, but I wasn't saying anything. Sorry about that. I'm gonna select them all. Right click, make them smooth. You need to have this shit as smooth, okay? You don't have it as anything else, and the only time you might want to change it is like if you have a character shaking, make it sharp. If you're having it exactly still, like everything is frozen, do hold, that's fine. And then linear if you want to have a consistent movement, which we'll use for the background later. But in general, I only use smooth. Anyways, we're gonna speed up the top part. He's not actually gonna jump in the video. I'm just gonna make him pose. I already decided. Actually, I don't know. It's gonna be 2 weeks before I actually finish that, so we'll see what happens. Now I started using more blurry effects when I made my Jenny video a very long time ago. So I have Jenny vertical. It's very fucking simple preset. 340 vertical range. Holy shit. That's literally it. So now what we can do is we can have a fade in. So okay, hold on. Let's go a bit too fast. So he returns to neutral right here. So we're gonna split it here, and he gets to the top here. So this part we want to be blurry. So we're gonna drag the Gaussian blur preset over him, 340, and then we're going to have where, okay, because this is where this is the first frame he turns Gaussian. or blurry, whatever. So we're going to have the frames when he's not blurry overlap with the frames where he is blurry, and what that's going to do is it's going to progressively make him blurry, which is going to look better than just automatically switching to it. Okay, let's see how this looks. You got to remember the one like key thing is he's literally jumping into the fucking air. But honestly, if he was jumping onto another platform, it wouldn't even look that bad. And this is with one animation. So I've made like the BFs do backflips and shit before, which I will be showing you soon. But this honestly isn't that bad. I hope you guys can understand where I'm trying to go with this. The purpose of this demonstration when it comes to him jumping. So this is how I would do him jumping vertical. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. So basically you want to have him go small. You want to have him go up faster than it takes for him to crouch. He's going to throw himself in the air, and it's going to progressively make him blurrier. Maybe you don't even want to have it that like long. Like maybe we can do this. Yeah, that's fine. So we're actually just going to hide this for now. We may use it later so I can demonstrate some other stuff. So that's good. Now let's go with some running. Let's do some running so I can show you. So that was vertical Gaussian blur, right? That's why we did let's put it on here for a second. That's why we did vertical range, right? So that's jumping. So if you want characters to jump, you need to use vertical. So if we want them to run, I'm just gonna have dart across the screen. It's gonna be very fucking simple. We're gonna flip horizontal. You can do that, by the way. Flip vertical, flip horizontal, all that cool shit. Oh, by the way, if you right click and click restore box, it'll have it restore everything, which is very fucking useful. I have used it tons of times, so just might want to do that. So let's do like a simple example. And this is actually a reason why you might want him to use linear. So we're just going to have him slowly run to the center a little bit. Okay, we're gonna have it go a bit longer. Okay, I think that was actually what I was talking about earlier. Look how jank it looks, though. Okay, or maybe I never made him a subclip because it's playing all of them. So okay, he turns into him here. I know they're from different mods, but I like it. So okay, and now he's good. Okay, so he's running. Now if you have a character running, you're gonna want to change the background. We'll do that later, maybe. Well, let's just do it now. Hold on. So right here, he's gonna go slow. Actually, hold on. Let's take him off screen. You can do that, by the way. If he's not on the canvas, he's not gonna show up on screen. And we're gonna go have him run faster. Okay. Oh, if you want to speed up an animation, you press Control and go to the left if you want to speed up. Go to the right if you want to slow down. Okay, when he gets here, he will... We're going to make the next frame, immediately the next frame, go to smooth. Pull him back just a little, well, actually quite a far bit. I'm going to do that very quickly. And then he's just going to zoom off screen. And just to exaggerate the fuck out of it, we're going to actually make him longer. And now, in this case, we will hold down Y, just makes our life easier. And he's just going to fucking run off. Once we add Gaussian blur, I think it'll be fine. So we're going to go ahead and delete that part. We're going to make this part. So just the same thing as earlier. Jenny with horizontal range instead of vertical range. And we're going to make him progressively get blurrier. So when he's going backwards, start getting blurrier. Maybe start it right here, though. Okay, that looks better. So I want to probably make him go quicker then. Okay, that's fine. So that's how you would make him run. Now we're just okay. We're just gonna turn him off for now. But because I kind of want to show how using the background can make it look better later. Turn him off. Okay, the next thing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and have boyfriend do a backflip. This is gonna take a fucking minute. Um, okay. Where you at? Where you at? Okay. Okay, we're gonna flip him horizontal. Oh, maybe that's what I was talking about. I doubt it though. I don't think I would say something that simple. Okay. Boyfriend, let's do a fucking backflip. Okay, let's get it. So, boyfriend looking like a. Okay, see, that's what I was talking about earlier. You see at the very last frame, there you go, you fucking dirty bitch. Split, create subclip. Hopefully it went away. There you go. Now he's a little thugger, so we're going to slow him down better. Okay, so we're going to have him stand still for a frame. Then we're going to do the same shit we did earlier. And you guys will become pros at this in no time. So we're going to squish him like a hamburger. Tell me a food from your country. Okay, that was way too fucking slow. That's why it's important to have shit go faster. Okay, so we're going to have him, and we're going to switch his animation here. He does a funny pose. Yeah, there you go. Okay. See at this part, now we can see he's just fucking going invisible, so we need to... Ooh, nope, I don't know what I did there. I just know I don't want it. Yeah. Create subclip. Okay, now he should be fine, right? Nope. And these are the things you guys have to deal with. Create subclip. There you go. Okay. Butch. Butch. Okay. Let's, cause I'm showing you guys how to do it without using pan and crop, because that's how I usually make characters do flips. Well, that's kind of like, I use pan and crop to do flips, but like sometimes. So I guess like I'll show you how I do it here. So we're gonna make him jump a bit higher though, and I think it's gonna look like ass because we're using smooth. Usually for like flips, you want to use not that. Sorry. Hold on. So we're gonna, because I don't want him to be in the same position, but I want him to be like the same like area, I guess. So hold on. Let's see how this looks. It's probably gonna look kind of jank. Yeah, see, very creative looking backflip, right? Like this is how they start off, right? Okay. Let's see what the fuck is going on here. He's standing here. All right, time for me to jump. Ah, so that so we're gonna turn the next frame immediately to normal. That's how we have to fix this. That's the first part. We're gonna turn all these to normal or linear. Okay, so I don't know why the fuck he's just like freezing like that. Okay. So what we're gonna have to do, because Sony Vegas, it's guessing how it wants the character to how you want the character to land. No, that's not what we want. We want him to go the opposite direction. Actually, we're gonna put it right smack dab in the middle. And this is not something like guaranteed. Like you're just gonna have to fuck around with it until you get the results you want. Better, and we're gonna actually put him closer towards here. Okay. And that looks fine. So this will look better. Okay, so we're going to do another thing too. just, you know, for the flex of the tutorial. Where's this down sprite? I think this is it. It's not bad, but it's way too fucking fast. That's the only problem here. It's not really that bad. Okay, so now we are going to do one thing. So probably... Ooh! I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay. Move this here. And we are going to make this normal. Make this smooth. We're going to copy this. Oh, no. That's not how we want to do this. Okay. And we're just going to squish these two. So when he lands, it looks a bit more natural, better. You know, all those kind of buzzwords. No, because he's not even close to exaggerated as we need him to be. That or he's recovering too quickly. Oh, okay, this is probably what we need. So we're going to do one other thing, and you can actually do this as well to make them look even more bouncy. You can, instead of stretching them down, you can actually stretch them up. So look at this. Now he's going to go from a sandwich to, I don't know, a fucking giraffe, and back to neutral. And that's not too bad. Okay. So when he gets here, we're just gonna... Oh, yeah. So when you paste a fucking character who has... When you paste a character that has a keyframe, it's going to paste the fucking keyframe. So in order to circumvent that, press Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Goodbye, bitch. So all you have to do is place it on another layer, just any other layer, and it won't keep the keyframe if you place him onto another layer. And now he's going to be where the other guy was, just with the new animation. And there's a lot of way to get the old animation there. Just that's what I'm choosing to do. Okay. Now when he lands, we probably want to have him... Probably don't even have that guy, just go from here to here. Okay. I don't think there's anything like inherently wrong with it. I would maybe make him actually a bit... Probably recover a bit quicker over here. Maybe like this. Yeah, that's fine. I just noticed he's jumping with the music too. Okay. You can throw Gaussian blur on him. I mean, that's an idea if you really want. I don't know if that much is really warranted. Let's like turn it down just a fucking bit. I know you're probably thinking like, oh, you didn't even make a transition into it. Yeah, because I'm not really set on giving him it either. You can do that if you want. I probably wouldn't. One thing I will probably end up doing with him is I will give him a after image, and I'll show you guys how to do that later. Okay, so that's how you do flips. And here's a very quick way to do it. With pan and crop. Where's boyfriend? Okay. So it's so fucking simple, right? You're gonna have, so it's just gonna, okay, so just make it go to 359 because a full circle is like 360 degrees or something like that. So we're gonna go from 0 to 359, not 360. Look at that. And it looks like a full circle. This is not the recovered one from earlier because I kept a bad one. So now we got to do it again, but it's really not that big of a problem. 359. And I would always, yeah, have it at linear because it's going to make a full even circle, okay? If you don't have it at linear, it won't make it a full even circle, which is a really fucking big problem. So have it at linear. When it gets to 359, the very next frame, no matter how fast the circle is, you have to make it 0. And all you have to do, press one keyframe, press shift, left click, select all the keyframes, and now you have a consistent circle backflip. Now, when you slow it down or when you speed it up, it's going to get fucked up. Watch what happens if I slow it down. I don't think it actually happened this time. Oh, it did. Look at this. There's space in between the two keyframes now because you slowed down, so guess what? Now he's going to start like spazzing the fuck out. Look at that. Yep. So don't do that. There you go. So once you have the speed you want, get the speed of the circle first and then make him do the backflip. That's how you do it. So that's how you do it. And the last thing of this section, oh, I already said that. So yeah, use linear keys. Don't use smooth keys because then it looks shitty, and I'll show you how it looks. It's not ass shit. It's like he's like a fucking pulley or something. It's weird. I don't like it. So don't do that. Okay, so that's actually the character section. The next thing is a subsection. It's called layer order. So I guess we'll get into that. The top layers, we already went over this. This is just a brief recap. I put it on the list. I'm going over it. My list, my video, my tutorial. So the top layer is going to overlay everything else. So that's the dad. All the child layers, we already went over that. So like, let's enable both of them. Oh Jesus. Okay, here you go. This is going to be better. Okay. So remember, click on parent motion. Resize everything. It's going to resize all of them. You can do some really funky shit. Oh Jesus. Okay. But yeah. So we don't want to do that right now though. Here's one cool thing. So let's say I want to have them dance at the beat, right? Because I actually did that in a lot of my Fire Emblem videos. I like that. So you can have the parent, we're going to do smooth, we're going to make something very simple and very quick, just so I can demonstrate what you can do with the parent. By the way, the parents will always be red, while the normal ones will be blue or gray, whatever color you think this is, just so you don't get fucking confused, because it's happened to me tons of times. We're going to make a very fast, jumpy thing. Now, they're not the same size sprites, so they're not really going to be consistent. Let's just focus on boyfriend. Yeah, Sonic EXE, he will probably be fucked. So boyfriend, yeah, that's not too bad. Let's maybe do it when like they're fucking standing. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna move it just a bit more. There's too much experimentation going on in these other fucking layers. See, the only thing is I don't really like how, you see, boyfriend needs to fucking stay to the right more. Or left. Now he needs to stay to the right. Let's keep this open. There you go. Now he kind of looks like a little thug. So we're going to make him go down pretty quickly, make him go up even quicker. We're going to hold it in place for a second at that same spot. So all I did was squish the fuck out of him right here. Make him shoot back up to a neutral position. Now he's staying in neutral position right here. And all we're going to do is copy that little dance and just paste it. So remember, this and this are the same fucking position. So all we're going to do, put Control C, paste it again, nope. Here you go. I think I fucked with the pasting though, so hold on. There. Oh, I see why. Because this... No, it's fine. Okay, let's see how it looks. So for boyfriend, it looks pretty cool. The reason Sonic EXE spazzing the fuck out and you see his, let's, just for a second. Because maybe he does look normal, but he is fucking floating in the sky. I think it's just kind of part of the animation loop because they're kind of going to the right, so I think it makes sense. Yeah, if you don't want Sonic EXE to do that, you just fucking cut off the last frame, so not doing that right now, though. That's why he's doing that. So you can have them kind of dance in the song, and maybe I will do that. Maybe this will be like a different level of editing compared to my old shit. So maybe we will do that. Maybe we'll have them dance and, you know, use all these fancy jumpings. Or not jumpings, like these character squishes. Maybe we will. Well, I mean, I gotta do it for my boy Drift, you know? Hey, Drift, if you're watching this, man, there you go. That's for you. Okay, anyways. I think he'll be watching a 2-3 hour long tutorial. It's gonna be a long video, I can already tell. I said 40 minutes, 10 minutes at the beginning. Fuck that. Okay, so, you can make them dance with the parent layer. That's where I was going with that. You can resize them, by the way, as well. I showed you infinite bouncing. Layers not... Oh, so you can see, by the way, my background is not changing. You're probably wondering, like, why is your background not changing? The reason why is because, well, guess what? They're not children associated with the parent. Now, look at this. Let's go to where that little dancing starts. Look what's going to happen to the background. Look. I'm going to try to get rid of it mid. There you go. Now it's not. So, and you don't really want that. You just kind of want the characters to be bouncing like that. So, that's fine. Layers not... Okay, use parent to zoom in and out of scenes. Oh, here's something... Okay, so the reason I have these parents in the first place is not to make them dance. So... I don't even actually have it set up right now, which is kind of a surprise. This is also something I do. I never touched on this. I'm just going to very briefly say it. I have all the character animations on one layer, then infinitely hide it. I'll never turn it back on. It's just a very quick reference if I want to pull some Sonic EXE sprites. Or if I want to pull some boyfriend sprites. I have a spin dash here, and I recolored it so it's, you know, closer to his fur color. Just stuff like that you might want to do. So, we're going to make a new layer, insert video track, and we want everything, even the background, to be a child of it. Yes. So now, here's why we're doing this. At one point, okay, we're going to have to make you come down here again. Thanks, buddy. Okay. Why would we do this? Why would we do this and have all this, you know, complications looking like a goddamn math problem almost? Well, because we can do this now. We can go to the parent layer, go to the parent motion, and zoom in on all the chaos. So ideally, okay, this is what my friend on YouTube called Hero. You guys should go subscribe to him. He does cool verse battles, and he's trying to do animations, but he has a mobile phone, so... You know, his potential is kind of limited. Just kind of like Drift, actually. They're both really cool guys I met. They both use mobile phones, too, to edit. Very cool people, though. Anyways, so what you ideally want to do is you want to make your scene kind of small. You might even want to make your, kind of what I was saying about Photoshop, you want to make this bigger. And then you can zoom in and it'll preserve the quality. But the benefit of zooming in and then having a small scene is that you can kind of like have your characters go off screen and stuff, but you won't have these black bars. Because like, why these black bars here, right? It's because this is the limit of your video. So if we don't move it at all, you can have the characters go off screen. Nothing's gonna happen. But this is like the limit of your portrait. You can't go off your portrait, and if you do, it's just going to be darkness. There's nothing fucking behind it, right? And you can't. So the only way to circumvent this is you would need, like, if you want, I guess, fucking redness. Why not? Just for an example, behind your video, you can do that, but it's gonna look kind of weird. This is what it would look like. Oh, we don't want that. We want this one, and I don't know where that point is. See, this is what it would look like. It's fucking weird. So no, we don't want that. Gonna delete this, and zooming in is cool because you can do tons of shit. Honestly, you can like zoom in and put black bars over them, and it'll be kind of like dramatic. Um, just zooming in is pretty cool function in general. So that's about layer order. That's a pretty short section. Now, one thing I like to do in my videos is I like to move the background. I've started doing a lot more recently because I enjoy it. I think it makes the video look more dramatic. Where's the boyfriend jumping? Let's say, some kind of attack is coming towards him. He needs to get the fuck out the way. Okay, he lands here. We're just going to have it fast so you guys can see what is going on. We're going to hold it down with Y. And we're going to move these trees. I have the trees and the land separated. So it's going to go really fast, but, that's the point. It's a demonstration purpose. So look. Oh, it's not that fast because I guess the asset's not that big. So now he's jumping, out of the way out of some arrows. And that's fine. So I would probably have it go faster though, and I'm going to show you. Yeah, we'll make a whole example out of this. Okay. So we're going to have it go slow here up to here. I'm just going to have it go relatively slow. And then we're going to have it kind of go back to normal speed. Normal as in slow. So kind of like this. Okay. So that's how you would move the background. Usually consistently throughout the video, usually what I'll do is I'll have it, I will take the background, so just focus on the background, just ignore EXE. And I will make it really freaking big, and I will have it at the very top corner, and slowly over the life of the video, I'm going to hold down Y, just like we did a minute ago, just have it slowly move. And it's chopped off here because that's where the image ends. So, yeah, and this is what it would look like in practice. Oh, it's fucking dunking on him. Damn. Okay. So, now we're going to go ahead and show you guys about the running earlier. I'm actually going to use it for boyfriend here, instead of Sonic now, because that's what we're doing. Oh, we're going to find the background, split, put Jenny horizontal, or just Jenny normal. Okay, it's a really bad example because the fucking, okay, so that's something for me to take note of when I'm editing. We're going to go ahead and make it bright temporarily just so you guys can see what's going on. I'm removing all that later. Okay, so, damn, I don't know what that is. Okay, we're going to put a smooth frame here, normal frame here. Actually, no, we can have a smooth frame up to here, and this can be a smooth frame. 2. No, because if he's landing there, we'll do this. Okay. Okay, and we're just going to move the background. It's very simple stuff. No. Sometimes the keyframe will jump to the first one. I don't know why. I just have to fucking deal with it. And we'll just have them land here. That's fine. There's a couple things going on here. I'll explain in a second. So, the land is here. Nothing's happening. Then here it's going to start getting blurry. Okay, he's doing his little jump. And then he's going to land. And I still think that's a little bit too quick. So we're just going to do this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then here we get the last of the land because it looks like it's getting chopped off. One thing I will say is maybe the Gaussian blur is too high. Let's check it out. Oh shit, it is. I think that looks a lot better, honestly. You don't want to have too much Gaussian blur, else you get shit like that. So something to keep in mind. You kind of want to have the landing lined up with BF, so we're going to have it actually stop sooner. Yeah, kind of like this. This is just part of the process, guys. You are going to rewatch it tons of times. If you want to be good, at least. Or maybe you'll get it lucky and do first try. Who knows? I would say maybe it starts moving sooner. So we'll do that. Yeah, this looks good to me. Now what we will do, we're going to, I don't know what this master bullshit is. I think you turn off with V or B. B? Yeah, turn that shit off. I hate that shit. We're gonna make these smooth as well, so it lines up. And we want these to be smooth. Do we? Do we really? We want everything to line up and also be the same keyframes, so it moves with the same math. Sounds ridiculous, but that's literally how it works. Oh, what the fuck is this? I have a feeling these are the same. Well, I guess we'll never know because I don't care enough to find out. I think they are the same though. So we're going to have it move just a bit. Let's look how it looks in slow time. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see how these look. So maybe it don't start moving fast till here. So we're gonna have it, yeah. Someone's fucking me up with those trees though. That's what I'm really focused on. I don't know if it's my computer shitting or it's literally the trees. Nah, it's really just EXE because he's flinching in the middle of it, which is fucking me up. Let's turn him off and see how it looks. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm looking at EXE the whole time when I'm trying to focus on the trees in the background, and I see him flinching in the middle, right fucking here. And it's fucking me up and making me think the whole animation's bad. Nah, I think it's alright. Okay, so yeah, I guess now we can pull up the Sonic running. We're going to duplicate this track, mute this old one, just turn off and delete all this bullshit. Bitch. Okay. So we're just going to start the scene with him running. So we're going to go smooth, linear. So now what we're going to do, we're going to on purpose stretch this And what we're going to do, we're going to kind of make it flat. Okay, and then we're going to go back to normal size and we're going to expand it. And what does, oh, nope, nope, nope. Okay, I'm going to start at the very left. You're probably thinking, what is going on here? Well, check it. So now we're going to go from left, hold down Y, go all the way to the right. Okay, and if we do everything correctly, Jenny, we'll go 244. That's probably way too quick. Okay, and all we're going to do is loop that region. I'm going to press Control C. Okay, going to make it doesn't even matter where the fuck the keyframe is, you're just going to paste over it. And what you can do very easily to replicate this is just select everything and have the last one be whatever and just paste over it. And it's going to go on forever. Look at that. That looks a lot better. Okay. And what you can do to kind of like help this is you can fuck around the background. I don't know where it is, but I guess we can start from the end. Yeah, that's fine. Now here, okay, so we kind of see the hill is moving to the left per se, like it's well, you guys can't see my mouse. I also realized that earlier. I was looking about the recording. You guys can't see my mouse. Sorry about that. So it's moving against EXE is what I'm trying to say here. So what we want to do with the trees is we actually want to have it do the inverse of what the hill is doing. So it looks like this. I think it is the fucking same. So we're gonna go ahead and do this then. Hold on. Alright, let's see. Put this at the very end. This is the same, and let's do that. Let's see how it looks now. I don't think either of them look bad, but usually if the hill, if the ground is moving to the left, I'll have the background move to the right. The background, the sky, whatever it is, move to the right. And if this background is moving to the left, I'll have the ground move to the right. So I'll have it do the inverse. Maybe you all want it to go the same direction. You can do that. But here I don't think I can really tell any kind of marginal difference, or the difference is marginal actually. Okay. But that's how you would do running on the ground. You make it blurry and then you just loop this ground going left to right over and over. Use explosions or characters or attacks scenes like a whole. Okay, I think this is supposed to represent a transition. I just worded it very poorly. Okay, I'm going to open a video where I did explosion recently. Okay, here we go. Go check out my Chain Body YouTube channel. I uploaded a video there. It's the only video on that channel right now. Where is Lilith exploding? Right here, actually. Alright, I'm going to show you how this shit works. Make a new layer. We're going to duplicate it. Don't always duplicate the layer above. So generally what you want to do is you want to have a blank layer always above the parent, because if you insert a layer, I'm going to save, and I'm just going to insert a video track. Look at this. It's going to fuck everything up, and you don't want to do that. Now, you can actually fix it just by making all the parents children again, or sorry, making all the layers children again, but you don't want to do that. Just press Control Z, fix it. Just, oh, see, it's already fucked. This is why I hate doing that shit. Hold on, now I gotta go and fucking fix it. Jesus. That's why you don't do it, okay? I wasn't kidding, alright? Okay, I think it's all good now. But I hate it, and it's very fucking annoying when that happens. So we're gonna say Sonic EXE here. He's gonna okay, so we duplicated him, that's good. We're gonna delete all this. And then we're gonna duplicate this layer. And then we're just not gonna touch this one. Let's turn it off, just so we know not to fuck with it. All right. So the reason I came in here was okay. No, was to get this explosion. Let's say boyfriend landed a powerful attack, or Sonic EXE, became a fucking demon when he runs off the screen. He's just shitting out bombs, right? Hold on. There's a reason it looks like that, don't ask. Um, Straight unmatted. There you go. This is way too fucking bright. Let's have just a little bit of brightness. How fast is this? Probably make it a bit faster. Let's say when he runs, the whole screen fucking explodes, right? Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be wherever the fuck his foot takes off. So right here. And we're gonna exaggerate the fuck out of it. Hold on. Excuse me. See, that's way too fucking small. We want it to take up the whole screen. Here's why. The whole screen. Now it's white. Okay, no, we want to take a bit longer. Probably even longer than that. Maybe it starts up longer. There you go. So he's running. Okay, so he ran and he just created a fucking shockwave, right? So now what we can do is, okay, we're going to make it go faster. And we're going to pause it right here. We're going to split it. Go to the next frame immediately after split. And everything is white. And all we have to do is delete that other shit. Right click, create subclip. And it's going to stay white the whole time, usually. Sometimes it'll be fucking annoying. You have to fuck with it, just like we've already had to do. And then we're just going to fade into this scene. Okay. So, let's see how it looks. So that's one way to do a transition, right? And now we go from one scene to the next without having to switch the camera or anything. Transitions I usually do in CapCut, and we'll get to that when we get to the CapCut part of the video. Okay, there you go. That's backgrounds. Well, this part is really fucking short. So what I've done is all you have to do is get the Funky Friday arrows from the game, and I already showed you how to use the lasso tool earlier, way earlier in the video. So just grab the lasso tool from the Funky Friday sprite sheet, and you just grab the arrows. And now what you can do with them, and we're going to use this as part of our example. When I said earlier I want boyfriend to start jumping out of the way of the arrow, really we're like making a working example. The only reason it looks like shit is because, I don't really feel like going back and fleshing it out. Yeah, but the trees are kind of fucked though. And I don't really feel bothered to go back and fix them. Okay, so now this is kind of where that thing I was talking about at the very beginning when it comes to pan and crop comes into play. We're going to go ahead and expand this. This is very important for the arrows. So you can do some very cool things. I've actually changed the perspective by fucking around with the arrows before with the motion. So like you can rotate them and look at this. Just kind of fuck with it. And damn, I haven't done this in a while. I'm not worried or anything. It's just like fuck, I haven't like really done a battle like this in a while. So we'll have it coming from Mr. EXE here. Well, let's not go too ridiculous. Let's say it's just coming from out of nowhere. Yeah, just coming from off the screen. Let's have it start here, and then we're gonna have it expand. Okay, I'm gonna lock it so it's the same like ratio, aspect ratio, yeah. And maybe we'll actually have it get a bit sharper as it comes towards boyfriend. There you go. Kind of want to keep the same aspect though, because it's coming from the same direction. So let's like play it in slow motion, see how it looks. Coming off the screen, and we're gonna go ahead and place it under him. Okay. So we're going to have it come a bit earlier, and now he's going to start jumping over it. Ooh! I would maybe make him peek at this part of the jump. I'm just going to guess on this part. I'm going to say maybe I did that 4 times. Yeah, that's fine. Now we just need to move this arrow a bit to the right. Or maybe have it just come in a bit slower. Because sometimes you want to have a part of so actually let's just go over this so you guys can see what I'm thinking in my head. So this arrow looks fine, but maybe we want part of it to be over boyfriend for a second. So it looks like he's about to get hit, but he actually jumps over it. So well, first let's rotate to position. Well, I've already kind of gone over that. If you don't want to have it 3D, you don't have to do any of this. You just make it 2D arrow jump, so that's fine. Anyways, I think this would be a vertical. Nope, it's still horizontal. Yes. So we're gonna give it horizontal now. Starburst. I'm just gonna show you guys my settings. I called it like maybe it's one of these. I think it's definitely the best effect. I just don't remember which one. No, I don't really like that one. Outline is too red. I don't really fuck with it. Not gonna lie. It's too red. Attack? Maybe they were always this red. I guess my feelings have changed on how these look. So let's go with the one that's the lightest right now, and I'll have to adjust it later. I think it was the first one. Yeah, this is way too much power. I want to be able to see the outline. See, that's better, like kind of like a pink highlight. I don't think it's too bad. Radius, center burst. I don't know what any of these are. You just fuck with it until you get what you want. Okay, I'm gonna actually save this. New arrow 2022. Let's have it change the angle a bit. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, slowing it down a bit definitely helped. And then we're going to go ahead and, well, we're not actually going to give it any special effects yet. Let's see how it looks on smooth. Maybe it'll look better this way. Kind of actually like that. You're probably thinking, oh, it's just going faster. Well, I like it, so we're going to keep it. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to have this part go over his head. I don't think it's really good idea. Right here will be perfect. And that's all the effects I add to it. Maybe you can add like contrast and brightness if you want, but all I use is Gaussian blur starburst. Just copy my starburst settings, just pause it, and that's what I use. Free transform, already done that. We're going to go ahead and split this, duplicate this layer, and remember, move this to another layer so we don't lose or keep the keyframes. Do the same thing here, and it's going to continue the same animation, but it's going to be on a different layer because we didn't fucking touch anything. So now we're just going to put it over boyfriend when it gets to this new layer, and now look. Now he's like really jumping out of the way of it. Really fucking with perspective here. So now, and really now that I'm looking at it, you could have just put the arrow on him on top, But if there's a situation where half his body covers it, and then you want it to go behind him, you can do that by doing this. You just duplicate the layer, and you split it. That's all you have to do. So that's going to be it for the arrows. After images. Okay, so well, I guess we'll use it on the boyfriend. Why not? Okay, we'll do after images first. I am very sparing with these. I used to not be, but now I am. Because it looks kind of bad, to be honest. So, but people like them. That's why I'm making this. So, right before he jumps, we're just gonna cut off everything, like literally everything that isn't related to the jump. I also hate doing this because it takes a long time. These After Effects. Okay, so we're gonna select this, and we're just gonna have it 1, 2. There you go. That's it. And now there's two boyfriends. You're like, holy shit, what is going on, right? That's fine. We're just going to reduce the opacity. There you go. Now my computer's gonna start lagging because there are a lot of effects going on. Excuse me. My recommendation is you have the first opacity be set at 60, and this, any other ones. I would only have like 2 after images at most. I would have like 1 if he's doing a little jump. In flying characters, I usually use 2 or 3. Well, not 3. I just use 2, like 3 total. And then I would have the last layer be like 30 or 40%. Because it's going to look like really stiff if you have too much opacity. Opacity basically makes the characters lighter. So 60% and only 1 layer is fine. You can do 2 if you really want to dramatize it, but I think 1 is fine. And then all you have to do is move everything 2 keyframes over. Maybe 3 or 4. I do have 3 or 4 in my notes. See, that actually doesn't even look too bad. I kind of like this more. But you do want boyfriend to keep up. That's just something. So now we're going to go ahead and make a layer blurry, not a object. We're going to make the whole layer blurry. Because this is an after image. This is an after image layer. So we're going to go ahead and make that boyfriend blurry. And now when he does follow him, he's going to have a little bit of like a spike because he's blurry. Which is weird because if it's blurry, you'd think it'd be kind of like softer. So because of that, I'm actually going to move him closer because I think that he's lagging too much behind, and that's fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so that's how we're going to go ahead and do after images. If you want to have more exaggeration, just copy and paste more layers. Just move them, 2 to 4 keyframes over, and change the opacity as desired. Auras. Let's go ahead and give him an aura. So usually for the whole video, a character will get an aura, and then if I want to like be dramatic, I'll spike it up. So again, we're going to delete everything off the exe layer. Ironic, it's called exe layer, but I'm not even using. Oh, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, so again, we're gonna make the whole layer affected by it. I have BF aura blue. Let's copy this. I don't even remember what it is. Just this is what I used to use for BF. Starburst. I have BF aura new, I think. Yes. Okay, that looks like shit. I have like guidelines for my characters, but they're not always gonna work. That looks a bit better, but I don't really fucking know. See, I like how it's like seeping out of him more. I like that more. Let's go ahead and fuck with this a bit. Yeah, see, that's better. See, that's like not good though. Okay, let's lower the strength, increase. Yeah, okay. This is better. Very subjective here. It's gonna be different. Oh, okay. I just want like a little bit of an aura. I don't want to have him too much, too exaggerated. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Let's see how his little jump looks. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so there you go. That's how you have your little aura. I mean, like let's look what we have right now. So we have this motherfucker run here. Switch the scene. Okay. The real video is gonna look very different. Like I already fucking know. Um, this is kind of like a good warm up for me, though. Like I said, I haven't. Crack my knuckles. I haven't made a video like this in so long. I'm kind of getting into it, to be honest. I can't wait to see. Okay, like I said, I gotta do my boy Drift good. All right, I gotta do my boy Drift proud. All right, he dedicated a video to me. I dedicated a video to him. All right. So there you go. Oh, you can also use brightness and contrast on layer as well. Let's check it out. We're gonna do default and then just fuck with it as needed. See, it's kind of like making like super contrasty. This is kind of good. It's making him softer, but it's also making him whiter. So you have to kind of pick and choose what you want there. Contrast center, making him more contrast, making him lighter, but it's not really going to either extreme. I kind of like this one more, so we'll just leave it at that. Okay. Now, color corrector. Okay, let's say BF. Okay, let's just give Mr. Sonic EXE here. Okay. Let's say he's turned to the fucking devil right now. Or you know, I don't want him to be blue, right? Because if I give him the same shit we give boyfriends based off of his sprite, but I like Sonic EXE having a red aura. I always like giving him a red aura. So we're gonna make the whole layer fucking red. So we're gonna go to color corrector, and this you're really gonna have to fuck with. Just look at these areas. I put them all in the red. They have these color wheels. You just kind of place what colors you want. Let's make them green just so you guys can have an example. Green, I want it to be green. You can see it's very tiny, but there are colors behind him. So we're going to come back to this in a minute. We're going to use Gaussian blur and brightness and contrast. I remember that from my Monica video. God damn, it's only been a year. But more like, holy crap, it has been a year. There you go. All you did is put the BF or blur, brightness and contrast, default. Let's give him some more contrast. Ah, there you go. Alright, I'm liking it. The only thing I don't like is that it's going out too far, but I like the color. Let's maybe turn down the saturation. Nope. Gamma. That helped a little bit. See, that's helping a lot. Turn off the gain. Offset. Offset. There you go. That's good. Contrast. Yeah, we'll just keep it here, I guess. Ooh, okay, that's good. So I don't know why, but Sonic EXE is green now. Okay, I like that. And you know, here's another thing too. Let's say we do want him to be angry. Let's say, you know, throughout the fight he's getting pissed off. Now we have two Sonic EXEs on top of each other. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to color corrector. Get this red Sonic, and it looks fucking freaky right now, but don't worry. Turn him all the way up, and then we're going to go to his. There's layer opacity and object opacity. We've been fucking around with layer opacity actually, but now we're gonna fuck with an object's opacity, and now he's all red. So I actually remember doing that in my Natsuki video. Let's see what he looks like with a Gaussian blur. Oh, let's turn on the whole layer. See, I don't think that part is too bad. Actually, we're going to go ahead and use the layer opacity. There you go. Now he's red, green, and blue. Fucking Pokemon, right? Okay, there you go. Evil Sonic, Mr. Evil Sonic EXE. Okay. And what you can do, let's say progressively he's getting angrier. So you're going to turn it off for this object. Remember, they're all doing the same shit. I'm getting pissed as I throw my arrow at you. Right? There you go. Or maybe it misses. Let's say, yeah, that's when we want to turn on. So misses. Turn him off. And now he's getting pissed off immediately. Motherfucker. Okay. I'm just being dramatic, guys. Don't worry. So I have this GIF that I found. All I did was turn it into a mauve, and we already went over that at the beginning of the video. So let's say boyfriend is gonna go fucking Super Saiyan 5, right? Let's say right here he's like, all right, EXE, I've had enough of your bullshit. You know, just to make it dramatic, we'll even do a little zoom in. So first we're gonna turn off the unmatted. Oh, we touched on this earlier. If you're gonna make a character spin, see, look what's going on here. It's cutting off his mic. I just noticed that now. So yeah, if you're gonna have the character spin in here, you do have to account for that. If it cuts them off, you're gonna have to make the box bigger, which in turn you're gonna have to make their track motion larger because now they're gonna be smaller on the actual layer or object. Excuse me. So we have this little fireball thing I found on Google. I want to start using different effects instead of using the same 5, so that's why I got it. We're going to exaggerate. We're going to make the top really big. Okay, and let's do, like I said, we're going to do a little zoom in. Can we pull this down, please? Yes. Really should have made a copy of this because I have so much fucking bullshit everywhere right now. Okay. So we're going to have it neutral. Have it very quickly zoom into boyfriend. Oh, no. Okay, aspect ratio, very important. Okay. And what you can do is you can have it zoom in really close to his face and then immediately jump to where you want it to go. So kind of like this. I would have it probably go a bit faster. I'm trying to get the camera to be more even. Nope. Already talked about that. So when it gets here, you know, boyfriend's doing something in the song, so we're going to have immediately go Super Saiyan. And that's how you would add an aura and you would make it follow the character. And what you really could do is we're going to go ahead and duplicate this track and then delete it and have nothing on there. And we can make all these boyfriend layers part of it. What is that? Is that his fucking... What is this? Oh, that's the arrow. And we have all of these layers part of it. Oh, shit. That shit's raw. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I might actually do that in the video. I'll have him go Super Saiyan. Oh shit, I like that. Okay. Okay, and now what we can do is we can go parent motion, go to this moment here. We can actually have boyfriend crouch, and this is going to crouch everything, all the children down. See, that's actually getting cut off by the camera, so that's why it's doing that. And that would be the same, and then we're just going to have him go on some Mega Man shit and turn vertical. Okay. Probably slow him down a little. And all you'd have to do after that is I'm going to split all of this, and we're going to control everything, and then we're going to go to Gaussian blur, go back to that Jenny vertical that I had. I want to make this bigger. Yeah, because that helps with the cutoff. Because I don't really like that cutoff. I'm not fucking with it too much. And then we're going to have this fade in. No. Have fade in here. That's better. Have all these boyfriends turn blurry. All right, here we go. EXE, you killed my bitch. Now I'm coming after you. Bitch! Bitch! I mean, this is just experimentation. It's pretty cool. Okay, so that's how you would do an aura overlay. And you can do many things. You can add, I mean, what the fuck would it look like with starburst? I have no fucking idea. Let's see. I had a note to talk about it, so let's see. Nope, I hate that. That looks very weird. Looks like he's getting Hakai'd. So like, let's kind of like go over what we've done. It looks pretty awful, to be honest. But if you use all of these effects, you can actually create some pretty cool shit. So I'm going to use everything so probably what I'm going to do is I'll finish it and then maybe show off a couple things I want to talk about very quickly, if I remember to do that. But I mean, like, this is like pretty cool proof of concept here, having them jump off. You guys can see EXE changing all colors, all the different aura effects I use. And you guys can see this takes a lot. A lot of it is experimentation that just takes a lot of time. All right, holy shit, we are back. It was 3 weeks since I recorded the last part. Now the video's done. I would say if I wasn't recording, it would take me about an hour to finish. Also, I'm just super fucked up. Got super fucked up yesterday. Not even going to talk about that. So my voice is a little different from the last recording. You guys know why. Anyways, we're going to try to wrap this up in a timely manner because I think this video is already 3 hours unedited footage. So yeah, let's get on that. So I'm going to show you guys what I went ahead and made. Let's do the Windows Media Player version. And it's pretty fucking badass, but I'm going to shut the fuck up while it plays. Okay, that was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is my best Friday night fight I ever made. I guess the Sonic versus the boyfriend one was pretty good. This is probably the best one I ever made, though. And there's a couple reasons for that. Like I said, when I was editing or doing the tutorial, I wanted this to be, because I'm dedicating it to drift. I wanted it to be a higher level of quality. So if you guys can see, first I did this whole VCam thing. My friend Hero, he was telling me about it, and I guess that's a actual name. What I did for a lot of these scenes is, let's see if I can use this as an example. Yeah, I did the scene, like I made everyone tiny, and then I would zoom in, just so I could move the camera around easier. So I think that helped when I was making the video. I think it made it better for me to do, moving around the camera. So definitely VCam shit I think is better. What's some other things I did? I did what I usually do in only my Fire Emblem videos, where the characters are constantly bouncing to a rhythm. They're doing that throughout the entire video, unless they're supposed to be frozen here. So I did that as well. And then another thing for all the characters. Damn, my voice is fucking weird. I'm gonna hate listening back to this. If you guys, okay, so I did something new with the characters. There wasn't that much singing, but when I did make them sing, I would, I guess have their different singing animations. I would have them, I showed this earlier in the tutorial. They would crouch down, spring back up. There's a little peak, go back to their neutral phase, neutral stance, position, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And whenever they went from down to the from the lowest height to the maximum height, I would put a Jenny vertical, or actually no, I put a custom bouncy switch vertical blur and just 204. I don't think I did anything else. That was really it. But overall, I think it helped improve the quality of the animations. And everything I did in this video, I told you guys how to do throughout, the entire other process. I just spent a decent amount of time on it. I think if I was solely focused, and maybe if I didn't go to the gym or work, of course, I could probably finish this in 2 days. Now I know you guys see 3 weeks later, and like I said, the reason why is because I just don't have that kind of time right now. So, yes, I think we are good with this video. You guys see what I've done. Everything is possible with the techniques I showed you in the first section. So we're gonna go ahead and close out of this, and I'm putting this in my normal folder. And I'm going to drag it into CapCut now. I could have done that earlier, but fuck it, I guess I didn't do it. Man, I didn't get to see my background. Fuck yeah. Alright. Let's do a new project. Alright, so we're gonna have to turn that down like fucking immediately. Better? Okay, first thing with CapCut you gotta know is that, well, that's something I didn't notice. You can see this is something I mentioned at the beginning of the video. His fingers getting cut off because I guess I didn't do a good enough job stretching out his box in Vegas. But it's really not that big of a problem. It's like one frame. So, anyways, we're gonna take this out. CapCut. Whenever you make stuff in, I know it looks really fucking jank right now. You adds this watermark. Just delete it and then back out of the project. It'll delete it and your project will look normal again. Now, if you press Control, left click, and your mouse wheel, you can shrink the footage. And alright, there's gonna be a lot of shit. Go. Okay, first things first. Mute your audio clip, add audio, do extract it, I believe. Extract it from your video. Yes. Because guess what? When you start cutting the clips in here to add transitions and all that shit, it's going to fuck with your audio too, and you do not want that. Let me get a drink of water before we keep going. Hold on. No, I'm not pausing. Okay. So, we're just going to... I don't really know what transitions I'm even going to fucking use. So here's what I normally do. Actually, no. The first thing I fucking do is go to adjust, brightness, and now we're just going to fuck around with this. Basically, you just do it to what you want to make it look like. I found a video on YouTube Shorts. It's like how to make your anime 4K. And basically it said turn down the brightness, turn down or turn up contrast, saturation. It's like for anime edits. Nothing like this. I always turn my sharpness up for my videos. I think it helps. I wouldn't max it out. It'd probably look really scratchy. Yeah, like you can see he's getting kind of jaggedy and pixelated. So we're just going to keep it up. I usually keep it at 30, but we'll do it for 40. I think that's going to be fine. That's a new feature since I got the program. I don't really use it that often. I'll turn it up a bit. Shadow. And like I said in my previous sections, this is all fucking experimentation. Find what you like, find what you don't like. I mean, they're in hell, so I kind of want to be like hot looking. I think this is fine. Don't want to add too much vignette because I already added it in Vegas. So I think that will be good. I want to make it more saturated. And then maybe actually turn down the vignette. See, that's the thing about Sonic EXE. I always think he should be like dark blue, not like light blue like I've seen on some sprites of him. I don't like that too much. Okay. And remember, you got to check how it's going to look on the rest of your video too. For Boyfriend, it looks fucking perfect. That's another thing. When you're doing these saturations, I originally had this part, when the red overlay comes up, a lot more saturated or more, what is it? Let's go check it out. um, opacity. I had the opacity higher, but then I turned it down because once you throw something like an effect into Vegas and it's like kind of like bright, it's gonna get even brighter when you start putting on that saturation. So I made the right call by turning it down. Otherwise, he looked like a fucking red ball, and it wouldn't even be like a red spin dash like Knuckles or something. It'd just be fucking red as shit. So I think I made the right call there. Everything else looks pretty good. I really like how this video is looking so far. Yup, yup, yup. Okay. Um, yeah, things look good. Okay, so now we will. Oh, I don't know why I did this. There's fucking wind anime not sound effect. It's wind anime. I think they're just called wind lines, zoom lines, or speed lines. Speed lines, yeah. I don't know why I put them in. I just did because I thought it looked cool. Um, the CapCut has its own feature, and I'll probably use that at one part. If not, I'll show you because I use it a lot. This part does a transition automatically, so we probably don't even need to do anything to be honest. But generally what you want to do is you want to click on your footage and you want to split it every time there is some kind of transition to a new scene. I won't use it there probably, but I will use it in other places. This part is the only kind of wacky part in the video that I wasn't 100% sure on. He's moving, you can see pretty fast because of the background. And if you can see, it's very well. It's actually kind of hard to make out, so I guess I did a good job. But it's like cut off here. Um, the wider I made that effect, excuse me, the more it overlaid on him. I want it to be like, because he's fucking skating on a laser beam, right? So I want it to be like he's kind of like grinding on it, like a grind rail fire effects. So that's why it disappears when he's off of it. Um, but I didn't really like how it kind of cuts off there. It's hard to like make it out, so I wasn't too worried about it. And then a lot of people will not like this how I made him win. Sorry guys, I fucking love these IBS. It's just how it is, right? So yeah, okay. Now we got our cutting. Um, let's do transitions first. And I really don't think we need to do it because we already did it here. So I'm not going to use them everywhere. I'll just use them where I think is necessary. Alright, see, this is a perfect place to use it. Yeah, if you want to add a transition, just click on this little interjection. I don't really know what to call it. Sleep was awful last night, y'all. Okay, let's do 0.3 to 0.6 is usually good. So we'll do 0.3 with left. Even that's too slow, I think. 0.2 should be way more than enough. Bitch! Still so slow. I guess 0.1 is all we need. And then I don't want to do right. Let's do something. Let's do something like this. Okay, see now some effects. Okay, some transitions are going to do this annoying ass thing where it will it'll add the transition in. This is what we wanted. This is what we got. But it's going to like take away minutes from, or not minutes, like parts of your video to add in the effect. It's, I don't know really how to explain it. Just it cuts down your video by the length of the transition. So what we need to do to circumvent this is we're going to raise the video by 0.1 second here. Raise it 0.1 second here because guess what? We said 2 seconds. So there you go. That should fix it. See, I don't really like how that looks though. So we're going to do a different one instead. We'll go, well, these are new. Let's try this one. Shit, I like stretch right. That's pretty good. I don't think it kept in. I wasn't sure. I don't know where it was before, if it was at 3.2 or 3.3, but I'm going to extend it anyways. Because I think they're supposed to hit at a different point in the song. Okay, so the problem here, we need to make this longer. Let's see. No, we're gonna make this 7.4. Okay. There you go, that's pretty good. Now, I'm going to actually extend this part, maybe? Hold on. Nope, I don't think it's going to work. Let's extend this part. This is just what you have to do when you use those kind of effects that take away seconds from your video. Of course, you could just not use them, but I like to use them sometimes because I feel like they're warranted. There you go. I feel like the timing there is better. We're going to definitely do a pull in. I already know exactly that's what I want to do there. 0.3. Nah, let's do 0.4. And yeah. Okay. And we're probably just going to do... I didn't really want to do that, but I think that's a cool effect now that I think about it. Let's do that. Let's do that, yeah. Let's do 0.4. Gonna stretch this out 6.7. This is 2.6. Now, I feel like we need to do this one longer. Yes, I know it's off by 0.2 seconds. Let's worry about that later, not right now. So we need to definitely make this... Now it's only by... Okay, if it's only off by 0.1 seconds, it should be fine. By the way, you will notice this black part right here. I actually did that a lot during this video. I've never had that happen before. Maybe if I did, I just never noticed. Usually I always have the video in frame, but because I was using that camera, vertical camera a lot more, I had things like this happen, but it's so hard to notice, especially in a video like this where it's so fast paced and your eyes are focused on the characters. I honestly don't mind, and a lot of the times I zoomed in, so if it did get cut off, you wouldn't even see it. But sometimes I failed, and this is the result. So I didn't really care, and I still don't, so just want to point that out. And we can see that even though we did some transitions and cut the video, our music and video end about the same time, and that's exactly what we want. So let's go ahead and start adding in the most used effect I ever use when I'm in CapCut. Oh, okay, these are sounds that have to be. Effects, video, yes. And let's see where we're going to use it first. I know exactly where. Alright, video effects. Yeah, they're just updating this shit all the time. So, oh, basic. I need to go to basic. What am I doing? Okay, it's called Shake. Yes, it's my favorite one ever. Once all the arrows are off the screen, we'll stop it. No reason to keep it that long. Now, by default, it's probably way too much. Yeah, too much for what we're trying to get across. Intensity, we're going to turn that down. We'll do speed 52, intensity 20. I don't have a set range. Usually I find one that works and then just copy and paste it. And then if it gets more intense or less intense, you scale appropriately. And speed is basically, how much is going to repeat. And the intensity is like, fuck, how intense is it going to be? I don't know what else y'all want me to say. And then maybe when, yeah, this is something I've been thinking about doing. Let's have it really intense when the transition happens, because this is still a transition. We're going to have 50-50. Yeah, see, I like that a lot more. Shoo, shoo, shoo. There you go. And we're just going to go ahead and copy that one over now because we're going to be using it a lot. Now we're going to make it a bit longer because I'm not really seeing anything happen here. And I'm still not seeing anything happen, so... Damn! Probably shaking it, but since it's doing the transition, we're not really seeing the full effect. So, but we're still going to keep it at this. Now we want to do slanted blur. Yes. This is going to be another effect we use in conjunction with our shake. And let's just probably max it out. We're going to keep it 30. We're going to have it go just a bit later than the shake. It's going too fast for me. Excuse me. Looks like a powerful ass fucking swap though. And this is another thing I found on fucking YouTube Shorts or whatever. Alright guys, I'm still fucking learning, even though this is why I didn't want to make a tutorial in the first place, because like, yeah, I got fucking, what, like 20,000 some followers on TikTok, but it's like, guys, like, my views are like so inconsistent. Like, I put out that Fire Emblem video, right, and it's like, shit got 400 views. I've literally put out shit posts that took me like an hour to make to get more views than my Fire Emblem edit, which took me like a weekend. So I'm like, I don't even know why people ask me for a tutorial. Damn, this is being fucking annoying. Okay, thank you. Oh shit, okay. Someone want to be a fucking asshole in the video and make it awkward for all of us. So these are things I just think to myself, and I don't know. Put it in tutorial? Maybe not the best idea, but it's my tutorial, so I don't care. Okay, so now we got all that done. Very minuscule thing, but I think it'll help at the end of the video. So now we're going to go back to what we were doing before, which is using the shake effect. Okay, no. We want to put everything on the same layer ideally. And basically whenever some kind of action event happens, see, we're not going to use it there probably. Yeah, we will actually. And it's going to be very short though, just like boyfriend here. It might make the video hard to watch, so you might not want to use too many of these, but I like it. You know, I like a lot of things. Like when I look at the saturation of video, I like it, but then people might look at the video and be like, yo, this is too much. I've got a lot of comments, like on my Pico and Hank video, I got a shit ton of comments. Oh, there's too much going on, but I'm like, I don't really give a fuck, because this is my most viewed video, so. It's literally true. So. Okay, I don't know when I'm going to pause it, but I'm back. The reason I would have paused it is because I was just adding 1,000 shake effects, and y'all really didn't need to see that. I was trying to keep it entertaining, but I could only go for so long that I was like, fuck it, I got to take this out. I'm just going to show you guys what I got so far. Pretty sure the video is done, though. Yep, that's happening. Didn't really add too much other than the shake effects. As you see there, I added this effect called... Is it right there? No. We do have the shakes. Oh, I added chromatic and astral. Astral is how there's the overlay of him. It's hard to see in the preview, which is weird because it's easier to see in the video. This preview right here. Oh yeah, my mouse is never turned on. Forgot about that. Sorry guys. Shitty tutorial, I guess. Anyways, and then the chromatic is some kind of like lighting effect. It has like green overlay. Very minuscule. I just wanted to add something. Got more shake effects here. Yeah, this is definitely my best video though. Ooh, bitch. Love that part. Added a little astral here. Very hard to tell. Don't even know if I can see it in the video. And then here at the when he says runt, I added a diamond overlay effect. It makes it shiny. Well, I just thought it looked cool. I think I added astral too. He's grabbing his ass. Welcome. Ooh. And as you can see, that is the whole video. We're going to play it at 60 FPS. But all I really did in CapCut, I added my, first we added saturation, or that's what I really call it. But we added lighting. We added our lighting, right? Contrast, saturation, vignettes, brightness, all that. Then we added our transitions. And then we added shake, and not really much else was added to the video. So we're going to go ahead and click on this 1080p at the top, render in 4K, 60 FPS. Now sometimes CapCut will start rendering the video and then just fucking kick you out for no reason. And you're like, what's going on? That's normal, happens all the time, especially when you go in to add an overlay, which I'll show you all how to do in a minute. Just happens. You just have to go back in, render it again, make sure to put out your max settings, just render it again. Does take a fair amount of time. Like, this is only a 60-second video, but you can see it's taking a minute. We did a lot to it, plus it's rendered in 4K. But when you render these things, you do want it to be the best quality. So you can keep it at 30 FPS and shit, but it just won't look as good. I'm gonna go ahead and pause. It won't be that long, but actually, I'm not gonna fucking touch shit. I'll just jump cut. Suck my dick. Okay, guys. I did it too quickly. Just you click done at the top right corner when the video's done rendering. So I'm gonna show you to put it on your desktop. I'm gonna go, what's up, Romeo? Media Manager. And then whenever I export to YouTube, I don't actually have my border or watermark. Just do desktop. Oh yeah, folder desktop. That's fine. And it's gonna give it this weird ass name. Just rename it when you put it on your desktop if you even want to. There you go. That's how you finish the video. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to add watermarks whenever I upload to TikTok, because that's where I get most of my views. People motherfucking steal my shit, and I didn't like that. So around like my Doki Literature Club video, I started watermarking my videos. Just make sure to like make it obstructive if possible and annoying as shit to really fuck with those thieves. Because you don't want to do it at the cool parts, right? Because then the people who actually want to watch your video click off because they're like, oh fucking, they don't even know if you're the thief or not. It could literally be your video, and then they're just like, oh, I don't want to watch this. Oh yeah, this is a good part. Here we go. Where is it? Go to, so first you need to make a transparent watermark of your name. Very simple. I'm just going to show you. Literally, we'll just use this. Kill. Literally all it is the text. You save it. PNG, save it whatever the fuck you want to call it. And that's literally it. You just put your name at whatever your name is. And I've already made that. So I'm just going to show you guys what mine is. Let's go to overlay, add overlay, and you can add photos as an overlay. I think mine already has built-in transparency, so when I put it in the video, I don't have to do that. It does. So we're going to press Control, left-click, mouse wheel, and that's how you resize. We'll put it at the middle top, like right here. We'll have it go on for 2 seconds. And we're going to move it as well, though. Yeah, I would say right here is a good, yeah, that's fine. Then we're going to do, what is it, animation? Combo, yes, because this looks a lot better. Do bounce. That one looks lame as fuck. I like the ones with more energy in them. That's why I'm not really liking these too much. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that one. I always switch it up. Okay, we're gonna make it a bit bigger though. Because what people have done, this actually happened to me one time, I think it was my Sonic video. I put the watermark in a bad place, and someone actually cropped the video like in the perfect place to get the watermark out of it, but still have like most of the video. And that shit pissed me off when I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" It's like, what's the point of putting these things on? People are just gonna do this shit. I think this is fine though. Why can't I kill you, cunt? Alright, and then I'll render that in a minute, like on my own time. This is gonna crash anyways. Every time I put a watermark, it crashes. So, Halloween prizes, that's pretty fire, but we're not gonna look at that right now. We're gonna go back, and if you don't remember what we were doing all that, we exported to our desktop. This is my live recording, and this is the video. So I'm gonna probably overlay it in Vegas, but I'm gonna watch it for myself right now. Alright, y'all, I'm watching it. I love this video so much. Definitely my favorite video I ever made. Oh my god. Oh shit. I'll probably cut it in when I started laughing, but I started laughing for a second. Oh shit, I love it. See, it crashed. I fucking told y'all. Oh my god, this show's fucking good. I'm watching it the whole time like, yep, this is a fucking Hidaruga video. I mean, look at this shit, y'all. But look, y'all already watched it once, so I won't fucking bore y'all. That is the whole tutorial, though. Like, there's not much else other than that. I don't know if you guys are actually catching it because of how... I don't know. I haven't streamed in a while, so I don't know how the recording shit works. Anyways, I'm pretty content with this video. It's rendering for the TikTok version now with my watermark. I don't really have much else to say. This was not a thumbnail tutorial. Do whatever you want for your thumbnails. I'll show you what mine looks like real quick. But I make my thumbnails very simple. I take 3 pictures of the video and have the other 2 with like a black box over them with the opacity lowered. So you really just focus on the center image. Whatever you think the best part of the video is or the like most interesting part, you put in the center. Edit, wow, very unique. Yeah, because that's what it is. So yeah, I'm very content with how the video looks. Makes me excited to see what Pico and Hank is going to look like, especially like I said, for my loyal Romanian subscriber. You know, you will get your order of Pico and Hank soon. I'm really hoping to have that video done on a 1-year anniversary on November 7th. So it might be possible. Depends on what my next 2 videos, how long those take. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hidaruga in the trap, right? Haven't said that in a fucking while. Alright, if you guys have any questions, I will do my best to help you via comment section. Ask me on TikTok, Twitter, or YouTube. And that's really going to be it. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Peace out. See you guys next time. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.